Greetings, everyone. What's crackin'? I'm joined with some fantastic people for today's comic club because we're going over Batman: The Long Halloween. Let's start off with our first guest, Betsy. Oh crap! Sorry, wait a second. My audio was broken. One moment. My headphones died, so I have to. No. They died, but I didn't go to OBS and change it to the actual source. Hey guys, try that again. Say something, please.
Hello.
Something.
Okay, there, it's working now. Oh, that works too. Okay, let's take the top one more time. Greetings, everyone, and I'm with my guest. Hello, here's Betsy.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Nice to meet you guys. Wonderful to be here today. My name's Betsy. I'm a cartoon goat girl from the 1930s, and I guess we're talking about the Long Halloween today, which I'm very excited for.
We have Power Nelson, of course.
Hello, everybody. My name is Power Nelson. I'm a superhero from the far-off future year of 1982. I have come back in time to save this planet, and right now I'm putting a criminal in a headlock. It's kind of hard to see who I am. Normally, this image is bigger.
It does kind of blend in with the cover that we've got on the side there.
I can go get a different.
No, don't worry. The cover will be changing pretty soon.
It's got that good printed muted look.
Let me fix it. Increase size.
You know, he could just take up the whole screen, honestly.
That's fine, yeah. Just,
There we go.
There we go, this is the Nelson show now.
It's all about Nelson.
Well, that was the, to get on this, he said, okay, Egg, you have to make this about me for now. Like, well, he's a cool guy, I'll let him on for a while. You can be the control of it, and also...
It's my show when I'm on it, and I'm on it.
And also we have Valence the Voyager.
Hello, I'm Valence the Voyager. A renewable energy experiment from the 70s recently got off the ocean floor, but apparently not quite soon enough, because my copy of The Long Halloween did actually unironically get wet while I was reading it.
Oh, no! I think that's a little too much information. Like, you could have kept that to yourself personally.
Yeah, I mean, the art is good, but it's not that good. Oh, but that
Catwoman.
Have you seen these spreads of Catwoman, Nelson? I would figure you'd understand.
Yeah.
Also, why does every single person in this comic get a hot goth girl GF wife? Like,
because it's absolutely fucking base. This is the greatest piece of literature ever made.
Believe me, I'm not complaining. I just didn't expect going into this comic because I hadn't read it. I've owned this for years, but I haven't ever actually read the whole thing. So I didn't realize how many babes there were in this comic, and honestly, I'm kind of in love with it now.
That's what I'm glad about this, is having people read comics and realize, wait, these good stuff in there. And Calavera, welcome! I think the Long Halloween is a step down from year one. Oh, we'll get into that discussion of the year one, Long Halloween, Dark Victory, that whole like long continuity of comics. Oh, Mechanica, welcome. Everyone good? We're all good here.
Yep.
Yes, this is the Long Halloween. It's part of the kind of like the year one storyline, as it were. You have like year one, the Mad Monk. It's like a certain like segment of Batman history. Like, okay, let's do early Batman stories, like how it went from crime families to, you know, weirdos, or I guess in this case, freaks. Yes, it kind of is like a Batman origin arc in a way.
Yeah, once they found out that the freaks started earning them more money than the crime families, they decided to segue real sharply.
This kind of is like a in-universe explanation for it. I like that, because it's really cool when they give... Because sometimes they overdo it, like, oh, this is the origin of this, like, why his belt buckle looks this way. Like, that's a bit much. Sometimes it's just like, you can have fun with it. Or like, okay, this makes sense, this explains why, how it goes. Yeah, so we all have read this comic. Well, we already discussed it, and so we start off with, well... Chapter 1, Crime.
Halloween.
I did the Long Halloween.
Who's that guy on the cover? Wait, let's go back. Who is that guy on the cover?
This one?
Wait.
Guy?
Yep.
No. One more up. What? Who? Why? Why do they have the fucking spoiler on the very front of the comic?
What, the fact that he turns into Two-Face?
Yes, that's a big spoiler.
Honestly, I
It-
was expecting it the whole time. I didn't even think about that image. Like, I was like, okay, yeah, of course, we're getting like a Harvey origin story with the mob. Of course, we're gonna see how he becomes Two-Face again, except it'll be a little bit different this time. But
And what about for all those Batman fans that didn't know Harvey Dent is Two-Face, huh?
that's true. But I'm kind of curious how this was published originally. I wonder if they actually had that illustration on
no,
the single image
I mean,
issue.
even this trade that I'm holding here has a different cover that's just Batman squatting.
Oh,
Yeah, mine doesn't have that one either.
I guess this is the deluxe edition, so they're assuming, well, you're buying a deluxe edition, you must know the story by now.
Yes, Harvey Dent is
Seagal, welcome.
Two-Face.
No!
What?
What?
I think there are many more people that don't know Two. Oh, I mean, wasn't the what was it? The Nolan movies had a Two-Face origin story as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had
Nolan had
Two-Face.
it. And then the Gotham TV show. Wait, the Gotham TV show didn't have two. No, frick, that one didn't have Two-Face in it.
I mean, that's a weird thing with a
It
lot of
did have a
early
Harvey
career
Dent in
Batman
it.
stuff.
I honestly, when did the Harvey Dent show up? Because I stopped watching Gotham after like midpoint through season 3, I think, because I
Oh,
couldn't
sa-
take it anymore.
Same. I don't know when he shows up.
Must be later then. Because honestly, I don't remember him. But yeah, Harvey Dent's Two-Face. Who'd
I
have
mean, the
thunk?
show somehow got like 6 or 7 seasons.
What?
It should have stopped after the first, and that's as somebody.
Yeah.
I wanted it to work so badly. I wanted it to, but it
DC's
was
tried
garbage.
TV so hard. They've like, well, our movies kind of suck. Let's go TV, full on TV.
Well, it's because they say, like, hey, let's make literally anything other than, like, any of the established and well-loved canon that we have here. Let's do everything completely different every single time instead of just doing what works.
Hey,
Like,
Smallville had like 10 seasons, so clearly
okay,
someone is an
Smallville was
audience
like-
for that.
Smallville is a weird outlier, and I don't think it technically counts as a DC show because it feels so different. It's so much of its time that it doesn't feel like a DC story sometimes.
Oh, see, Banshee. Smallville is the best DC show ever.
It's good, though.
Can I
Banshee.
ban this person?
You don't have mod powers. I apologize, but I don't think we can ban them.
The best DC show ever
And Manifest Destiny.
is Justice League / Justice League Unlimited.
I assume they're.
It's Adam West Batman. He didn't need any molded plastic armor. Pure West.
I'm assuming they're only referring to live action, in which case you can still go West Batman being better.
No, the best DC live action
Yeah,
show
yeah, and
is
it's-
Doom Patrol.
Oh, I've been wanting
Oh,
to
yeah.
start
How
that
is
so
that,
long.
actually?
How is it?
It's excellent. It's
I
very
need
good.
to watch it.
And I need to start doing like, hey, let's just like every week just. I don't have a Discord server really. I have a carton for the collabs. I don't have like an actual server. Just I want to start just playing like, hey, here's some cartoons. Here's some actual like DC media, or I guess Marvel too. That's a thing. Comics in general. Oh yeah, the Smallville cult. It was
What the hell is Marvel?
we're not only DC comics here. We have Valence here. He's like the.
What the hell is Marvel?
Fuck Marvel.
Oh yeah, no, Nelson,
say
you're
it.
from the 40s. You're thinking of Timely.
Oh,
Uh,
Timely, right.
Oh no! Oh yeah, the Harley Quinn show was like that adult cartoon as well. Oh yeah, Smallville cult was like one of the actors got into Nexium. Oh
Yeah.
I
Rest in pieces, Nexium.
I'm very big into weird stuff like that, so like I read a lot of that, and I could go on a tangent, but let's not. Let's actually believe in Gotham City today. Let's actually care about Gotham. But no. As I was saying, like the story starts off like pretty well actually. Like I just love the art style. Like, look at this. This the pure dark. The eyes. All you can see the eyes and the face. It's so good as how it like goes into the background. I think one thing like this story is like this personally. I think the art's done phenomenally.
Yeah,
This
the
is-
Tim Sale noir stuff really fits for.
So
Really
I
fits
feel
for
it.
Gotham.
I feel like I have to give an opinion here because and you guys already know this, but I'm going to tell you something that might surprise you a little bit. So I went into this because I've been aware of this comic for a long time, but I had never read the whole thing. But I went into it absolutely hating Tim Sale's style, and while I
Wow.
still think no, I think it's so ugly, but the more I read this book, the more it kind of grew on me. Now, of course, there are still panels here and there that are definitely wonky. Like sometimes Bruce looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, sometimes they look like Muppet characters. But honestly, I think it kind of works in this case, and I think even more that it would work better without color. Like that's how much I like this for like the noir, the
Oh,
crime noir
There
tone.
is
there is
there
a
is a
version of
black and
that.
white version.
There is?
There
Oh my god,
is.
I gotta get that one. Because honestly, I think while it's kind of necessary for it to have colors in the initial publishing, I think this style personally works better in black and white. But yeah, there were a lot of parts. There are some panels that I really liked and thought were really really amazing, and other ones were just kind of bad. But I came out of this at the end actually really liking it. So hey, my opinion got swayed.
Hey, there we go.
I guess it speaks to the quality of the work overall. I guess.
I mean, there's definitely some Tim Sale art that's really ugly, like
Oh man,
Superman for All Seasons.
I
I
love.
cannot stand looking at that
I
book.
mean,
Oh, I
fair
can't even
enough, but
imagine.
the story is really good in all seasons. Like, the story's excellent. Like, if all
Oh
seasons.
yeah, no, I like Superman for All Seasons, but it's in spite of the way that Clark looks and not because of it.
I won't deny there that he does look rough. And in fact, if you read the Long Halloween special, the one shot comic that came in 2021, some of the last like sale art, it gets a little rough at times. Cause like
Yeah.
for all season one where Clark looks like a thumb with a tiny face, right? That is it.
That's apt. Yeah.
I was gonna try to say no, but no, he is just a thumb with a face, tiny little
I feel
face.
half of Tim Sale's characters are thumbs with the face, in my opinion, but sometimes they work.
Yeah, some people are just thumb heads. Like I was gonna say Crimbo.
Oh, is he not literally a thumb? What is Crimbo anyway?
I'm He can't be. I've seen like the younger form isn't especially
He's
thummy.
what he calls himself a Krang.
A Krang like from TMNT?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I could see that. I guess
Oh yeah, Cal,
a Krang mixed with a Goomba
a Diglett.
and a Diglett. Yeah.
Obviously, enough roasting Crimbo while he's not here, because that'd be a little rude. Because he can't defend
There's
himself.
never enough roasting of Crimbo.
I mean, I guess, but still, like he's not here to defend himself. I'd at least want to have a shot, because I'm sure like
Well,
he's tried to crack me before. It's all fun and games. I'll be a Cal. More Superman, indeed. Just Superman, like he has good stuff. Batman has good stuff. They're popular for reasons. Like they're actually just have a wealth of good comics, and this is like for Batman's up there for like the greater ones. And I like how we start off with like, hey, it's a crime family. It's the Godfather. We got mobsters. They're having a
yeah.
wedding. Batman, or again in this case, Bruce Wayne's like, hey, yo, I'm not part of this. I'm good boy. I'm not caring about like your wealth or stuff. Just like, thank you for inviting me. And we get to meet.
I'm just happy to be
I'm
here.
just happy to be here. I get to see Selena Kyle, have a good time with her, and like we get to meet.
Sex?
Not yet. Not yet.
There's no sex in this comic at all.
No.
Honestly, I was kind
This
of
is why-
really
this is why
surprised
my-
by that.
This is why my score for Dark Victory is higher.
Oh,
Really?
I see.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
I
Go ahead.
would say like we also get to meet all of like the establishing characters in this one. We get Alberto Falcone, the good son. We have all the families. We have like the Maronis, the Falcones. Their names, as you mentioned, Betsy earlier, are very similar.
It gets a little confusing at times, especially considering how many family members we have to keep track of in this image.
Yeah, but they
in this
look
storyline.
completely different from each other.
They do, which is not a problem, but they're all mobsters and they all have a vibe to them.
Hmm.
Probably the most standout one is Sophia.
Yeah, the biggin.
Yeah, the big beach, whom I love dearly.
We meet all the good families. Look at Selena Kyle, guys.
I still think it looks pretty ugly, but there are moments where I really like her.
Yeah,
Plus,
this
I like her
this panel
characterization.
I had to pull up second opinions about the outfit in this panel because it's like almost there but not quite.
This is anti-Italian propaganda. Manifest Destiny. Is it? I mean, it's gangsters and Batman. It's fine.
Hey, we don't ever establish that any of them are Italians. Okay, thank you very much.
Are
Yes,
you
yes, they
serious?
do.
Born in
They deport
Italy.
one of them. One of them gets deported. That's a major plot point in Dark Victory.
All right, and
He's deported to Italy.
right, that doesn't mean that he is Italian, right? He could have immigrated in very early.
And the Catwoman miniseries went in Rome. Why did that one happen then?
Is Rome part of Italy?
You're thinking of the Vatican, Nelson.
The Vatican part of Rome is not part of Rome.
Well, I don't know. Is this geology class? Am I supposed to know
Geology.
where cities are? Okay.
Yeah, Gotham City's
How about you?
Gotham City's in New Jersey.
Yeah, get off my back, Mom. Okay. I learn at my own pace. I'm smart.
He's more smarter than you all.
Damn right.
I mean, you all are from different eras of time, so it does make sense there's some differences in education styles. He's from 82, we have Valence from 70s, you from the 30s, it's all a bit jumbled.
Of course, Betsy does spell Tokyo with an I.
Yeah, yes, you are correct. And. Got a
Oh,
problem.
nothing. You know, it's all an adaptation of the original sounds being made in another language, and
Yeah.
I is valid.
I mean, English is mostly bullshit anyway, so, like, we just do whatever
Do
we
it with
want.
confidence, and no one
Yeah.
can say you're wrong.
it's a style choice, just I'm doing it artistically.
Would I be wrong in the vibes I got from this comic, now that I've finally read the whole thing pretty much in one sitting, is it kind of gives me like, fuck, what was I gonna say? Obviously, it's got Godfather vibes, but it's like Godfather meets Watchmen meets, Silence of the Lambs in a way. Like, did any of you guys get that kind of vibe too?
Yeah,
With,
I
like,
mean, it's definitely
Except for
it's
the
definitely
Silence
got
of the
strong
Lambs
noir
part.
going on.
Yeah, with Calendar Man entirely, that's Silence of the Lambs.
Like, he was giving me so much Hannibal Lecter, like that. I'm like, I had to like double check when the movie came out because I'm like, wait, did this come out before or after Silence of the Lambs? Because they seem so entirely similar, like in the way that he has like a glass setup instead of bars, and he's got all of the papers on the wall, and the way
Came
that
out
he
after, right?
advises. Silence of the Lambs came out in 91.
91.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is after. It's copy. It's referencing.
Yeah,
Referencing.
I mean, but I love it.
It's
Like,
so
I
good,
think it's so
though.
great. Like, we need more stuff to do with Calendar Man that's like serious and not just like a funny, haha, he does crimes on holidays kind of gimmick. Like, I want him to be a little bit more of an intellectual about this kind of thing. And I love that they did that for us in this comic.
Hello, misters. This book changed Calendar Man a fair bit. I can see where it would do that, because he just actually is intelligent. Like, isn't just like a joke, haha, as you said. He actually has knowledge, and we'll get to it in a moment, because right now we're seeing Harvey Dent just get the crap beat out of him.
By the way, spoiler alert if you haven't read this comic yet.
Well, this
Like,
is,
big
Yeah.
spoilers.
This is
Do
a-
not
spoiler
be
alert,
here
spoiler
if you
alert.
haven't
this is
read
a conversation about the comic. I've tried to, every first of the month, like, tell people what the comic we're reading is so they can read it on their own. But I kind of dropped the ball a little. This is a bit of a busy month.
To be fair,
Yeah, this is the long
has been
Halloween.
out for, like,
Everyone's read this.
30
True.
years, so I think they have enough time.
Although you'd be surprised, with our, like, I guess, circle, this, like, VTubing stuff, a lot of people don't know comics that well. They're all into anime and manga.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed quite a bit, and it kind of makes me a little bit sad. I wish there were more comic loving
Enthusiasts.
VTubers and less anime focused ones. I don't know the new anime.
Well, that's why we're here, to force
Exactly.
them onto everyone.
I mean, exactly, that's kind of my plan. It's like, hey, first I'm just getting the people that know comics. Just wait till I start poaching people, hey, here's the comic. You're vaguely like the main character. Let's read it. Which actually,
Yeah,
that
I'm
would
looking
be
forward
really
to
cool.
making Sheriff Dance read Jonah Hex, probably.
oh, that'd be...
Really?
What do you mean, really? Jonah Hex is good.
I'm just thinking, like, I'm trying to remember, like, one-shot westerns that would probably be a better read than, like an entire run of a comic series.
Oh no, well that's the thing. The Jonah Hex one that I'm thinking of is every single issue is a one-shot, but we're getting distracted.
Oh, yes. Let's go back to
Hey,
No.
Batman, remember that?
Yeah, Batman. He's a
Batman.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Go to Osmosis. Yeah, a lot of stuff references this part of like Batman history. So like adaptations, like, hey, this is kind of good stuff. Copy from it. Yeah, we gonna see Harvey Dent get beat up, saved by Selina Kyle and Batman. They're like, hey, you free? Yeah, I gotta go. Sorry.
Okay, that's one of the comic panels that I actually had to do a double take on. I think you know what I'm referring to. I just I don't know. Sometimes you just get really good like meme-worthy panels with Tim Sale's style, where he kind of looks like Sid the Sloth, but if he was human.
Brutal.
I'm going to be roasting this comic all the way through,
It's
but I'm also
Shield.
going to point out the panels that I really love too,
That's
because there's quite a few of them.
it's a mixed
Speaking
bag.
of panels you love, Nelson, what's your opinion of this Selena?
Hot as fuck, and I want her to beat me up and put me in a headlock and bully me.
Okay, wonderful.
Wonderful,
Good.
wonderful. That the Nelson opinion.
Checks out. Yeah.
Nelson reaction. But yeah, it turns out.
Wait until you see her in the outfit.
We'll be there in a second. Also, I just love the. You just see the big giant bat. It doesn't look like a Batman. It looks like a bat creature in these pictures. Also,
Yeah, that's.
since this is in continuity, why this guy has scratches on his face? In year one, Catwoman just swipes his face, so he's always had these scratches now, which is it's very iconic for him. I kind of like we have actually like surviving like his battle damage, so to speak, on a character.
Looks cool as fuck, is what it looks like.
That too. Design wise, I like the monster era of Batman. I mean, the costume people are cool. It's fun, but you don't get the cool moments like the dinner scene where like he's like everyone's no one's safe anymore. That scene, like, it's kind of cool. It gets like not coward people. Also, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
There's the Catwoman.
I thought it was a really
Shut up,
interesting
Kevin
design
Smith's
choice to
not
make
real.
her
Manifest
purple.
Destiny, that didn't ever happen. That was just a joke he was telling to a rookie hero. Actually, a thing.
Kevin Smith's not real. He can't hurt you.
That too.
What if we made Batman pee?
Oh no.
Now, I'm trying to wonder because usually there's at least like some kind of like visible zipper, but how did she put the costume on, I wonder? Because it's all like one piece except for the boots and the gloves, but I don't see a zipper. I think the mask is connected to the body part. So is it like just really stretchy and she squeezes her whole body through the mouth hole?
Like a
It's
snake.
a lot of cornstarch.
A lot of cornstarch, a lot of butter, yes.
I just seen the zippers on the back.
But you can see the
No,
back in like
no,
lots
no,
of
no.
scenes. It's not there.
It's
No,
like
this is-
skin tight, like
yeah,
muscle tight.
It is. A
It works the
one-
same way as the Flash's costume.
Exactly. It's skin tight latex. It's a zentai.
Oh,
She just never takes it off.
Yeah,
Yes.
she does a transformation sequence.
She like wears a wig on top of it, like puts on really good concealer, and it's every time you see her without the costume, it's actually on. It's just concealed with makeup.
like cats that squeeze
Oh.
through head. That works. A little cat.
Yeah,
we don't-
that's smart. Anything their whiskers can fit through, so she doesn't have whiskers.
She
It's
fits through
fine.
everything.
We don't ask how Michelle Pfeiffer got into her outfit.
Oh, well, it was possible,
That was,
but it
like,
was
covered in
extremely
chips.
difficult. She sewed herself into it.
She actually passed out wearing it a few times.
What?
Oh yeah, I mean, look at it. It's got that crazy like corset on it. It's so
Oh, yeah.
tight. I'm sure it was hot and sweaty. Ugh.
A vacuum?
Vacuum tralala.
That sounds crazy. Like it had to be vacuumed into a suit.
Yeah, that out.
I mean, I believe it.
The outfit she had to wear for that is insanity. Like it was borderline cruelty.
They're actors.
But goddamn, if it don't look so good, it's worth it.
Yeah, basically, she broke in, got his ledger, gave it to Batman. They're having a good time. They're playing some cat and mouse, or I guess cat and bat. I mean, well, it's not talking.
Actually, in German culture, bats are called Defleitermaul, which is a flying mouse. So
Oh, cute.
Aw.
so technically, this is a cat and mouse fight.
In
However,
German,
German
at least.
Batman is called the Leather Flap, so
Yes, yes.
Wait, what?
falls apart.
That's also why in the Tick cartoon there is a character called Deflator Mouse. because
Huh.
that's basically what he's called in German.
Huh. Interesting.
The more you know.
I never thought about that. I just assumed that they would have all just
Mhm.
called him Batman
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like some direct translation of that.
There's the Batman of the world or whatever that organization was called. The comics.
Batman.
It's like
Batman Inc.
The Batman of many
obviously.
nations.
that's the one I'm looking for. Thank you.
Or Batman Incorporated, if you want to go with the more recent one.
Yeah. So
Oh.
far, the first issue is basically. Oh, this panel is so good, gentlemen.
Yeah, I was gonna point it out. Actually, I was gonna say one thing. One thing that Tim Sale does consistently really well is draw Batman. Like, forget Bruce, because Bruce turns into Play-Doh in every panel. But Batman is such a solid figure every single time, and he draws it so well. And can I say I'm a big fan of the long
I was
ears?
about
I
to
don't know
ask
what your
you.
guys' opinions are.
Everything I ask when we do Batman related stuff is ask them ears, long or short. You have a long ear fan. Nice.
I mean, I'm not gonna say short ears are terrible, although there's a bit of a limit. I don't really like Frank Miller short ears. Those kind of just look gross, like nubs. But
It depends on the story context, right? In this, everything is exaggerated. Everything is sort of cartoony,
yeah,
even if it. So the long ears definitely make a point.
they're striking for sure. They give
Yeah.
a really good silhouette. Yeah.
I'm just a fan of whenever Batman is drawn in ways that like don't make sense. Kelly Jones is easily one of my favorite Batman artists
Oh,
because the
Oh.
cape is just—it's a living creature.
it really is. The cape is its own character in each story. It's wonderful,
The cape can have more character than Batman himself sometimes.
right?
Also, just as this panel over here, the ears, those are actually just like they increase the size of the whole like page right here. Like, I mean, good for them to let this like speech bubble there.
Um, one of the things that I appreciate since we're in the section with Jim and Harvey right now is Harvey always kind of seems to be played as like a straight man with just kind of a dark side. But I really appreciate in this comic that he is kind of just allowed to be an absolute gremlin of a man. Like I don't know how to describe it, but he seems unhinged at all times, low key. Like he doesn't seem I don't know how to explain it, but like he just seems to kind of be a bit of a loose cannon, which I don't know how common that is with each era of Harvey Dent's, but I really appreciated it in this one because it felt a little bit different than what I was used to.
If this was the cop movie, he'd be the cop that like doesn't care the rule, plays by his own rule book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
Harvey
he
Dent don't
comes
need no
across
warrant.
an opponent he can't defeat, so he starts going to the deep end.
He
He
starts
starts
losing
becoming
his
more
shit.
loose. Yeah.
And he
Does he
also gets
though?
the goth girl wife,
Also, yeah,
so I appreciate that too.
God, I appreciate that too.
yeah. We get them making a promise saying, "Hey, yo, let's all work together. We're all good guys. You know, crime families kind of suck. Let's just be friends. Like, no, not murder though. Murder bad."
We're vibing.
And also, we get more of these like, oh yeah, just the Batman teleportation thing. It's always it's a fun gimmick. I'm glad he has that little bit of like when it's like to crazy like to like Superman, it's just like ridiculous. Like, okay, it's Superman. He knows he knows what's going on. Everyone just like plays along with.
Hmm.
Yeah, we get more about the backstory. Like, oh yeah, he runs. He's part of a bank. He's like, okay, let's not let the guys with the obvious mobster ties be a part of the bank. Let's not do money laundering. That's a bad idea.
That's a first.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it helps that they have Bruce
yeah,
at the helm
Bruce.
here helping make decisions, but I'm honestly surprised that there is any pushback on it. Like, oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't do business with these guys, even though it'd bring us a ton of money. Like, yeah, that's
Also,
realistic.
Italian shoes. The import export Italian shoes. So further proof of them being
Yes.
Italian.
What? Anybody can import and export Italian shoes. What is this?
Also, Batman's like, well, I can't really scare him as Bruce. Let's just go break into his house, terrify him. It works. Also,
It's kind of a good summary of most Batman stuff, especially when dealing with the mob. He's like, yeah, I can't do this as Bruce. Let's go punch some people as Batman. This will be fun.
I just love the way they draw it. You only see the eyes and I guess the nose.
Yeah, he's so simple. He's like a little bird.
Okay, that actually looks like a bird. Never mind. I was like, I mean, bats are kind of like birds. They're just
Kind of.
not
I mean,
mammal.
he's got the little nose light. It kind of looks like a little beak.
Well, we do have like the robins. What other bird-related things does Batman have?
Talon, Court
Talon.
of Owls.
Yeah.
There's birds.
Yeah,
Everybody
they're all
knows
birds.
bats and birds are natural enemies.
Italian leather, skins from free-range Italians. Tower Shield,
No.
no. That's. Wait, what are these movies again? How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying? Oh, that's not a movie. That's just a advertisement.
I mean, it is a movie.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's a musical.
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard of that one.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bumping.
I have not done any musical. Like, I need to. I saw Shrek the musical, and that's about it.
Okay, that's a great musical, especially to see live. But you should. There's a lot of really
live,
good
there's a whole
contemporary
on
musicals
YouTube.
these days. If you're not a fan of like classical stuff.
There's this
It's October. You should watch Little Shop of Horrors at least.
Yes.
there is this like one Batman parody musical that like I was interested in like checking out. And it has like Joker, but he's like a candy dude. He has like
Yeah. Was that a Star Kid musical?
I
can't
think it
remember.
was Star Kid.
Like the same people that did a Harry
Yep,
Potter musical.
Only musical Batman.
Yes. Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's why Batman keeps dropping his sidekicks. Friends closer and your enemies. Keep the birds close. But yeah, the Shrek musical, it's on YouTube, just the whole thing.
Yeah, or like the professionally filmed one, because they've got that on Netflix as well. If you're into that.
I think it was professionally filmed. It was a rip that YouTube didn't copyright hadn't got to it yet. So I was like, well, Shrek's kind of cool. Let's see some Shrek.
Lord Farquaad is so
Oh yes,
funny in
Fun
that.
Home. That's on the tone with musicals.
Fun Home is a musical based on. Good.
I mean, Fun Home the comic is really good.
Can't say I've ever heard of that musical or comic. Fun Home.
Fun
Look
Home
that up.
is a biography by Alison Bechdel of the Bechdel test about
Oh,
her
interesting.
father.
Let me look this up.
Yeah, we see this guy like, hey, he's got shot. It goes.
Casual.
First murder was not a holiday killing, or well, it's just a random one-off. But we'll see how it goes. And we get this panel where like someone's at work.
I do like how the holiday scenes are in black and white. It is a nice little.
Yeah.
It is a nice touch, and
They're
if you're
so
like me
good.
and reading this on a deadline, you go, "Oh, cool! I'm getting towards the end of the issue."
The same way. I'm like, okay, good. We're towards the end of the chapter.
And we see more Gordon, the Gordon family. And okay, so this is like I noticed that like it's probably just art inconsistency. Okay, so look at the arrangement of the tools over here. Hammer, this hammer's over here. Like the hammer is not on the edge of the thing at all. The hammer's never near the edge. It's just on the center. And so when I scroll down here, the hammer's on the edge of the thing. So on a second,
Huh.
you're like, I'm okay. So we can talk about who the killers are later. But that little evidence is why I think a certain thing is a certain way. But it's probably not. It's probably just art. They don't care. It's probably just like not a big issue. But I thought that's why I thought it couldn't be accident.
Yeah, that's that could just be a continuity issue, but it's kind of like suspicious that they would change that up, but then also make this obvious connection if you're looking for it, of like ending it on those tools and then like having close to the start of the new chapter be looking at those tools at the same time. So I'm curious if that was just a mistake or if they did that intentionally
Let's
to
see.
throw you off.
Welcome. God for the raid. Hey, buddy. How you doing, dude?
Hello, welcome in.
Bye.
Hello, Private Lexi.
We're just going over Batman: The Long Halloween since Halloween season, and this one does have Halloween in the title. Yeah, what's poppin'? Some Batman, some Harvey Dent, and well, we see Harvey Dent's wife, which has been referred to
Cute,
by you guys.
Cute, cute,
Cute.
cute.
Gossip Girl GF waifu.
Bob cuts.
Cute!
Can I also say that I can't say I've ever read another comic where Barbara was Jim's wife. What's up with that?
It's not.
Oh,
our
yeah.
Barbara. It's the mother's name basically.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Barbara's like
Barbara Gordon Batgirl is named after this Barbara, basically.
is Barbara
I always
Jr.
get And I always get it confused because the continuity seems to change depending on how the author feels. But obviously, like in some continuities, Jim has both a daughter and a son. Is he has a son in this one? Is Barbara even born yet?
She's
Like
a
I can't
niece.
remember who's the
Barbara
older
he
one.
adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
What?
niece sort of situation.
Oh,
Really?
interesting.
Yeah.
Original, like if you go by the pre-crisis lore, where she's like, she's basically Batgirl is an adult, college age, gets with Ted Cord. She wasn't his daughter; she was his niece.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did
until
not know
recently. So yeah,
Yeah.
as
Well, nieces and nephews used to be super common when you're making a sidekick character. Like Wally West is Barry Allen's nephew.
that. Right.
Yeah.
So Barbara Gordon was a similar situation, but instead of being Bruce's niece, she was Gordon's.
yeah, so we have is this baby also named Jim? I don't know. I know, like in like modern comics, he like went crazy, and well, basically he's dead. Uh,
Spoilers.
yeah, baby grows up. Joker.
Yeah, this baby's dead.
Yeah, Joker does.
Jim's the same age.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Joker's did some crazy stuff with them, so yeah, Gordon's more suffering for Gordon, of course. Gordon can't catch a break in Gotham. He really can't.
Gordon was built for suffering, and we love him for it.
Although I'm gonna be honest, there was a run like I think a year ago, a Joker run. It wasn't Joker at all. It's a Gordon story, and it's really good. It's the one that has the female Bane in it.
What?
What?
Direct me to this now.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this one either. What in the
Find
heck are you
pornography
talking
of
about?
it now.
Oh my! I'm sure it exists already.
Nelson, no one reads comics. There's not going to be pornography of it.
Bullshit, there's not. Find it.
Well, you gotta get your pornography on
Here
fanfiction.net.
is
Quick, pull up Stable Diffusion.
here's female Bane.
Oh, interesting. I actually kind of like that. I like that they made her muscly too, but she kind of looks like a snake at the same time,
Here's her being turned
like a
into
human
Bane.
snake.
I like that she has the movie coat.
Interesting.
Hachi machi.
She's got a nice, beautiful mane of black hair too.
Basically, what
Jeez.
happened was
I was going to say we're going to show the audience,
I
but
will.
that last one I don't think we're allowed to.
It's censored.
Gordon is suffering.
Yeah, I don't see any nipples.
Oh, you're right. This is X
don't
channel. Hey, Egg, just post it.
I don't even see female presenting ass. It's completely shadowed out.
I'll show the first one of her.
Why is Gordon so pink? That's a good question. It does look very starkly pink against the green background, doesn't it? Almost purpley, kind of.
Yeah,
He
he's
looks
a lot
like
closer
he's
to the color
straining.
of the baby's onesie than, say, his wife.
Yeah. That's why I think that a lot of this works a lot better in black and white. Like sometimes, like I'm not going to crucify the colorist for this, but I'm going to because it's just I appreciate that they mostly kept it simple because that's what Tim's art deserves is just simple coloring. But sometimes it just looks really, really
It's
weird.
a little jarring. I think it's supposed to be jarring, right? It's
Yeah.
intentional that it's this bright and colorful.
Well, yeah, but like for maybe let's get into the coloring while Egg sorts out showing everyone female Bane.
Yeah.
Maybe he looks so pink to show that he's like kind of out of place in this otherwise very cool
There you
toned
go. Here's female
environment.
Bane.
Maybe.
She's called Vengeance.
I mean, and to be fair, I've seen some redneck people that do genuinely have the skin of that shade, so maybe that's the case. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Gotham City. It's nighttime all the time. They don't have the sun there.
True, he should be really pale, shouldn't he? Especially with all the all-nighters he pulls.
Oh, yeah, thanks for the hydrate, mister.
Oh, cheers.
I am also
could use some
hydrating.
water.
With a root beer.
Nice, we got a float.
I don't have any.
Oh no.
Maybe someday. Besides, it's one of those in glass bottles anyway, so
Ooh, what brand?
it's called Fitz's.
Ooh, Fitz's. I don't think I've had that. Never mind.
Yeah, we get to the end of the chapter of basically black and white time with the blood red water.
Yeah, I like that panel
It's
a
just
lot.
so good.
I love that kind of thing where they do the black and white with
color.
a splash of red. They do that a lot with oh god, there was a good what was it? Batman
There was Batman Black and White.
Yeah,
As
Batman
a series
Black and
just on
White.
its own.
Was that for Hush? I thought they did one
They
for
they
Hush,
did do a
too.
black and white version for Hush, but no, Black and White was like an anthology series where it was produced in black and white exclusively.
We actually one I forgot which when we did it, but all of us here did issue from that one time. The one with the Riddler maze.
Yeah, we
Oh
did do
yeah,
that.
I remember that. Yeah.
Well, it was a really good issue. It was basically a choose your own adventure, but Riddler like hosting it. Like, hey, Batman, here's your choose your own adventure. Go through the maze. Don't die.
And then we get, oh my god, okay, this panel of Harvey here at the top left is one of my favorites of him.
He's so
I feel like I could
Wow.
make that my icon for a little bit.
He's so intense. 2 shots to the head. You ask me. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
I'm telling you, he's got unhinged energy.
It is so good.
He does.
Also, we get the oh yeah, using a baby bottle silencer thing. Like that should not actually work. But honestly, it's such a
No.
good like thing in this story. It's
Would it work? Doesn't matter. Have you seen the other characters in this story?
Yeah, if you're questioning if a silencer works and then saying, "Oh look, Batman beat up 6 guys with guns using a smoke bomb," you're like, maybe I can suspend my disbelief for a little bit longer.
anything can be a silencer in a comic, even a mango.
I've seen the mango silencer.
The mango silencer is iconic.
It's so good. I don't want the. Okay, I actually have to pull this up now because it's so ridiculous. I'll show it to you guys as well because for those that have not been enlightened by this.
Oh my god.
What is this?
A delicious death, I guess.
What comic is this? Is this Wanted?
I think it's is it I'm not
I'm sure it's some Millar thing.
I thought
Yeah,
I know Manifest Destiny was a big fan of Mango posting.
Definitely Mark Millar, right?
The Millar energy is off the charts here.
it,
No way it's Punisher.
What if
all new
we
Ultimates.
had a guy use a mango for a silencer? Doesn't that sound cool?
You
written
may as well call him the Joker because they're
written by
just absolutely
Michael
crazy.
Fife and penciled by
Oh, it's in all new Ultimates.
Ultimates, yep. Minor character killed by his as a oh wow, this is just Ultimate. I see.
Oh, okay, but Michael Fife actually does have some very good work. The thing that's ruining this is that there's someone else doing the art. Because his art is very, like, cartoony, so we can get away with just doing things, whereas this is rendered so realistically, it's just absurd.
Okay, so Amilcar Pena. Oh, they've done a bunch of Marvel stuff, like X-Men. Mission X,
The artist?
Gambit. Yeah, the penciler for this.
Oh, yeah.
But sidetracked away. This is we get to talk about comics, and turns out comics has a lot of crazy stuff in them. The beauty of comics, really, guys. You just like read one issue, and then like, oh, you just like get branched out into many different things. Yeah, we realize, wait, someone's committing murder on crime family people. That's well, not good. I mean, it's good to Harvey, but like this might cause chaos. That's really fine. Also, Catwoman with like the spy tech is interesting.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when she's got a lot of like
Gadgets.
big, like high tech stuff, like gadgets, because it's not enough for her just to be a thief, like just a really good thief. She's also got to have all of this crazy machinery, like, and I
mean,
love it.
It's stole it
That's
from
I
her.
how-
like to
that's how
imagine
you
that
be
she
a
just
good
stole the
thief, though,
machinery
right?
for fun. Yeah.
You steal one, then you get better gear, then you steal better gear with the better gear. It's like an MMO progression series.
Yeah, that's true.
Where did she keep her
Um,
gadgets?
Am I stupid, or did they never actually tell us why Catwoman was hanging around the crime families? Did I just miss that because I was
Well,
reading it
it's
before
all
It
bed?
comes up
explained
in
in-
Dark Victory.
Dark Victory.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't actually give you a concrete answer other than she's just like, "Oh, it's because you come around, so I want to see you," or whatever she said.
Yeah, in this one, she's all floaty, which is you know, I'm sure we can live with that. I'm sure we can all just accept that and
She
move on.
needs
That's
that
why she
bat dick.
exists.
She has $1 million
She
bounty.
craves it.
She truly does. She acts up way too much. I had to tell her to be gone thought in the Telltale games because she was laying it on way too thick, no matter how many times I rejected her.
Well, that's because it's a Telltale game. Your rejection doesn't actually mean anything.
Well, you
Betsy,
would think
remember
with that.
this.
Wait, well, remember what? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, no, I mean, you'd think with like Telltale, they even went the extra mile of having like two completely different last chapters for or episodes for the season 2 of Batman. You'd think they would at least give me the chance to just say no, thank you, Selena. But they keep throwing her at me, and I feel harassed.
It's a werewolf. Thank you, yes.
Hello, welcome in.
Now you know how I feel trying to deal with women all up in my shit all day.
Oh, I'm sure you've got that problem, Nelson.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sure the ladies
constantly
are just
being
throwing
accosted.
themselves at you all
It's
the time,
just
huh?
too much sex.
Just too much. I mean, how do you even find time to do stuff during the day? Like,
You know, I
You
make
can't.
time. I make time. Blowjobs.
sure,
Thank you for
sure.
making time to be on my channel.
No
You should
problem.
start charging him, Nelson.
I really should.
Open up an OnlyFans.
How about you
Nelson
open
the
up this
Gigolo.
OnlyFans? I'm flipping you off right now.
Also, we get the big cash scene that you see in the movie, but it's Joker doing it instead.
It's not about money, it's about sending a message. Everything burns.
Look at that, like, we could steal it. Nah, let's not. Just burn
I
them.
can't believe Nolan ripped this off.
It's a good, to be fair, it's a good move. It's so much fun. Seeing
Burning
a warehouse
cash.
full of money and setting it on fire is delicious.
This is gonna be Halloween, he's not gonna forget. He doesn't have gats there, bats. Someone's not laughing more. And, well,
I will say, scenes like this fire are the ones where I'm like, okay, the color is actually doing something here. I really like when the
Yeah.
color gets it gets nice and vague like this. I'm a big fan of like unrealistic comic coloring, just in general.
Me too.
It definitely has its strengths here and
okay,
there.
since we're talking comic coloring, Killing Joke, do you like it with the psychedelic colors or the actual one?
Oh, what version? I think I have the actual ones. The psychedelic ones was for like when it first ran, right?
Yeah.
Let me see which one I got because I can't.
By the way, Egg, I
Oh,
think
goody.
Betsy is getting picked up in your
Let me
and you're echoing a little
sorry,
bit.
my bad. I think
Am I loud?
I'm using very bad headphones. Mine died.
Mhm.
I had a power outage in the
Oh.
carton. I had to back up my wire runs. It has been long enough. I can switch quick, but that might kill the audio for seconds. I'm gonna go to BRB screen real quick.
Okay.
Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, everyone. Back let's go. We see basically they get blown up. Thank you. Wait. Say words real quick.
Words real quick.
This is a good panel. I like this one.
Yeah,
It's cool looking.
this is an excellent page. All of the like splash pages are just really good.
They are. I love it whenever he's able to just play an entire page. Like there are certain panels that are smaller that work really well just in the context of the entire page, but like when you just get a chance to just sit with a moment in a full-sized page splash, oh, it's so good. And one of the things that I really do admire about Tim Sale's style, one of the things I can actually say I like about his style is that he makes really good use of shadow space. Like, it reminds me sometimes of Mike. Oh my God, why can't I say his last name? Mike Mignola?
Mignola.
Oh, yeah.
Mignola.
Okay, well, that guy, you know who I mean, Hellboy.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of reminds me of him. I greatly admire artists that are able to work in the negative, shadowy space so well. Like, I am so jealous of it because it's so difficult to make it look good.
Oh yeah, the pumpkin
Like, there's
on
just
the
a...
left. It's
yeah. Wipe out.
yeah. Now we're on to chapter 2. So let's keep going because like we get Grundy, which honestly Grundy was like always just my favorite part of this like comic. It's like
My
Grundy.
boy.
He's
He's
so
so
good.
cool.
He's so wholesome.
He's just chilling in this book. Like, he's not doing anything. He's just chilling.
He chills.
What are you doing in me swamp?
Oh yeah, that full
Solomon
splash
Grundy,
page
The Long Halloween.
with Batman up there. Oh, at the beginning of this one, like all that black space. He's just doing so much with it, and I love it. Like, there's hardly anything there that's not black, and yet it makes such a striking image. Like, that's one of his strengths, in my opinion.
Harvey's dead. Turns out, nah. We got this fun band of Irish guys. Just like, hey, I did it. I'll write it down. They're kind of like just showing like how, I guess, strong the crime families are. Like, these guys would go to jail for them. Like, they're not like that important of characters, but like they exist to tell a story of the strength. Also, to get just to the sewer, really, he escapes, and well, Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday.
Gives him a nice bear hug.
Another big one-page panel.
Ah, yes.
This is what we get for inviting a Fujoshi onto our stream.
I'm not allowed to make fun of the fact that he's embracing him very nicely. Scroll back to it. Or, I'm sorry, it's
down.
forward.
Yep.
See, look at that. I'm not shipping them. Like, I'm bat jokes all the way, but look at that.
Wait.
And tell me it's not a beautiful embrace of a soldier come home after being overseas for a few years, and his
Standing
wife is...
Paizuri.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's absolutely the V-Day kiss.
It is.
Completely same energy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Grandies are
Seagull,
good.
the thing that rhymes here is actually that he goes through the days of the week and it recounts the events of his life. He
And death.
born on Monday, raised on
Christened on
Tuesday.
Christened on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Married on a Wednesday, fell ill on a Thursday, grew worse on a Friday, died on a Saturday, buried on a Sunday.
Yeah, there we
That was the
go.
story of Solomon Grundy.
Batman's caked up. This is okay.
Batman's
It's being
always
thrown
caked
off
up.
because the thighs are like huge there, but
But Batman has some cake, you have to admit that.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, how can he be... Well, I mean, his thighs far outweigh the ass, but, like, he's got a good ass, like, usually. And any artist that doesn't give him one is a terrorist.
That's a bit rough. I mean,
No, it's true.
I do with his cape. You know what? That's fair. But how's he so stealthy though? If he's so like that way.
Alfred.
Alfred,
I'm
I'm
trying to
sneaking
sneak
into the Ace
around.
Chemicals factory. The clap my ass cheeks keeps alerting the Joker.
Legitimately, in some iterations of Batman, I think that would be a concern.
But yeah, we get some more like, hey, he's cooking some sausages. My son's dead. What the heck?
I kind of love Carla's character. Like, I don't know what exactly she brings to the plot other than being like the mom character that is, I don't know, just kind of a bitch that gets shit done and also
wants to
complains a
talk to-
lot.
She wants to talk to Holiday's manager.
Exactly. No, I low key, I kind of love her a lot. Like, I love her
yeah.
look.
Right.
I love her attitude. She's got a good suit.
Yeah, that's a good suit. Also, I just love the way they have Alberto. Like, hey, you don't really get panel time. You gotta be in the space.
Alberto's singular artistic panel emphasizing his unibrow, absolutely lovely. It's
His
character
unibrow and
trait.
his purple glasses. That is.
I do
Purple
like
instead
that.
of
Comes up
blue.
later.
I do like Alberto though. I like his character.
Look up in that upper panel, and also certain later panels where it's much more
Oh
explicit what
yeah,
color they are.
that's like a lavender. Yeah, they like, hey, we'll do it. We did it. It wasn't the Romans, wasn't one of the crime families, but just us alone. But
And nobody's gonna talk.
no one's gonna talk,
And they'll put it in writing if you want.
I'll put it right if I want. And they basically like say they'll get out, they'll get bail, doesn't matter. And you know, it actually was bail in less than an hour.
I like how everybody was somehow fooled by Harvey Dent being that dude that he doesn't look anything like.
Get a mask.
Oh,
Like his body shape doesn't
It's
even
another-
match the dude.
It's another Silence of the Lambs moment where Hannibal wears the face of that one security guard, and somehow nobody freaking noticed that he was wearing somebody else's face. He made it all the way to the ambulance before he killed people.
Yes.
Like people are stupid in fiction, okay?
And Hannibal is too smart to go to jail.
He's too smart,
Too
too
smart.
sophisticated.
And though, like, I was no, that's a tangent. We'll talk about it later, about the Hannibal stuff. But yeah, we can see Glinda. She's not doing well.
No.
Got blown up. Gordon was late. The Gordon
Not the-
household's always pretty sad.
Not the lukewarm plastic wrapped turkey.
But the best part, hey Solomon Grundy, happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. This is the best page in the entire comic, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely, it is.
That's so sweet. Why would he go out of his way to do that? Is it just because the authors were like, "Hey, let's just do this cute little extra thing here for Grundy"?
Because Batman's a
Well-
good person.
Yeah, but there's a
'cause
difference. It's Thanksgiving dinner. It's adorable.
It's also because he
broke
relates
his
to Grundy.
nose.
Yeah, he
True.
feels bad that he had to fight Grundy because Grundy is innocent in the situation.
Yeah.
And
Who's
he's
the
also like,
Roman?
well,
I would like to say for this Batman panel right here, you know, the one I'm talking about, if that were a woman character, there would be no shadowing there. It would all be completely detailed ass shot.
So
And
true.
I
I
mean,
think I have to hate Tim Sale just for shadowing that out.
I mean, you are an artist.
true, he
You
is
could
a
just draw
coward.
over it and just like draw it as it should be.
True. I could be the change I wish to see in the world.
You have taste buds. I mean, he has a tongue.
I hope so. I mean,
I have to assume that if the rest of his body is still functioning, I don't see why his taste buds wouldn't be.
I mean, if he's eating, then probably.
and even if you know that your pets, like if you have a cat or a dog, even if they like scarf down the food immediately, like you still want them to have like okay food, right? Like
Yeah.
they're not stopping to taste it, but you still want them to have decent quality food.
Yeah.
Are you comparing Grundy to a pet?
Yes.
I guess
Yes.
a pet Grundy would be nice.
I mean, Penguin kind of treated him as like a pet in like Arkham City. Like he was like all chained up in the basement,
Oh, you're
like
going
an attack dog.
a little robot at you for a second.
Oh, sorry.
That might be my internet. Sorry about that. Okay, no, it's. But yeah, basically, these guys having their Thanksgiving dinner all get shot. Well, they
And a
didn't
nice little cornucopia.
They didn't even get the turkey. They didn't even get the turkey. That's the holiday. That's pretty rough. It's not to have turkey before you kill them.
I love how unafraid this comic is to just say fuck everyone and just kill them.
Yeah.
Like they're like we take no prisoners, just kill everyone.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's easy to not take prisoners when you introduce a bunch of people that don't show up ever again.
You know what? That's true.
Yeah. Also,
But there are consequences.
I'm glad we had to shoe in the Joker to this. Just he's always a treat. Well, I would
He
say
is.
always, but he's written well because like I love just like big mouth Joker.
And I like that
Yeah.
he didn't come in and take over the show either, because he has a tendency in a lot of storylines to just come in and like become the new main antagonist or
Yeah.
like take away attention from everyone else. But in this one, he's kind of allowed to just be like a little silly guy that just wants to do some mischief.
I
Like, and then he leaves and he's done.
I love that he's a very cartoonish villain in this. Like
Yes.
he this in this scene right here, just scroll to the next page.
Yep.
He goes in, he takes a
Steals.
family's
He's literally the
newspaper
Grinch.
and all of their stuff just so that he can play the Grinch for a little bit and doesn't kill them, which is something that he would do in almost anybody else's story in a modern day telling.
My man watched The Grinch on TV once and was like, I want to do that. And so he did. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
The Joker has
I wonder if
escaped again.
possibly- I wonder if it's because it's meant to be an early career story, so the Joker is still like more Silver Age funny man Joker rather than
Yeah.
the later iterations that are not that.
I know at the end of year one, basically, oh yeah, someone's poisoned the water supply. It's the Joker. So it is still like early on, and we get to meet the best, one of the best characters in this one.
Yes. Calendar Man.
Tomorrow's
I
the
love
big
his
day.
panels.
She'll be killing it again because he likes the attention. Just the constant like swapping.
Spoilers. Ugh.
I think it's so funny how they kept emphasizing the he or she over and over again, as if that would make it like not more clear that it's probably a she. Like, why do you make that distinction? You don't make that distinction in literally any other comic storyline. The fact that they decide to say he or she as opposed to saying like they is an interesting choice and kind of gives it away right away, doesn't it?
Not quite.
Well,
because
no,
it's a multiple
no.
thing.
If you don't know the ending of this, it's actually sort of a brilliant little thing, isn't it?
That shows he.
That
I
he
mean,
actually knew from
early.
the very beginning who it was, or that it was somebody that they probably knew.
I'm just saying, in other comics, like if there's like a who done it, and it's like genuinely like really confusing, like you can't tell right away. Like they don't make that distinction. So I just personally feel that was an interesting thing to emphasize every single time we met him in
Right.
this storyline.
Well, I mean, when you first read this, you just think he's kind of a weirdo, right?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. And that's why he's doing it, because he's weird and quirky and that kind of shit. It's only when
Like,
you get to the end that
this
you're
big
like,
panel right here.
oh,
But-
okay.
But even like Jim and Harvey and Batman like buy into that. Like it's not even just a Calendar Man thing. Like even they start doing it. But I don't know if that's
Yeah.
just
They're
because
influenced by
they heard him say it. Yeah, probably.
Also, look at like this his cell.
Yes, I love it.
All the dates.
Just giving him a calendar.
The
I
man
mean-
wants a calendar. It's like the most harmless thing you could give the dude.
Yeah. Look, Arkham Asylum is dedicated to rehabilitation of their inmates. They know what's best for them,
Unless
right?
it's funny.
I've straight up seen in like certain kinds of comics, like where they show just like the rogues gallery and their cells in the background, like just casually having like a potted plant in Ivy's cell just to make it look cute. And I'm like, that's a bad idea, right?
Literally the worst thing you could give her.
She's not gonna grow that plant
It's
to
fine,
giant
she-
size and break out. No way. She'll care for it and stay
She-
here.
He didn't always have the plant control powers, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, gee, yeah. I wonder why everybody keeps breaking out. We keep giving them exactly what they want.
But imagine how much sad they'd be if they didn't get that. Well, that like that puppy dog eyes at you. Do you want to see Julian Day's face like look at sad at you?
That guy is that's an interesting panel. I don't hate it though.
Good
Oh, also this one, just get some Joker time.
Well, yeah, I mean, that panel he's meant to look fucked up because he's been Joker poisoned.
Yeah.
Tim Sale gets one pass. It's the when someone is actively dying a horrible death, they're allowed to look weird.
He looks like Super Mario in the previous panel.
More anti-Brooklyn racism.
Yeah, and what of it?
Look, Mario's getting a big screen movie. It's fine.
I love it whenever Joker wears costumes. Like when he
So-
gets in character for it.
So unfitting. It's good.
It is. It's always a delight.
Also, I just love his gun.
He's committing to the bit. Yeah, it is great how his gun is just ridiculous.
Comical Joker's always a blast.
I also like how he has 200 teeth.
Yeah. I love it
They
when
get
artists
knocked
do
out
that.
a lot. He needs
Yeah,
spares.
they get knocked
It's
out
like a
lot.
shark.
He's like a shark.
Honestly, it kind of reminds me of a whale.
Like whales, baby.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the Anti-Monitor. Whale teeth, because
The Who.
Yes, manifest
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny Joker. Yes, we need more of that. Like, okay, I can enjoy a good society Joker as much as the next person, but we need to go back to our roots and make the Joker just a zany little guy again. Like,
That's what Brave and the Bold did, and nobody fucking
It
watched
was
it.
so
I know.
good.
I know, and I loved it. I love Brave and the Bold. But they're not going to do it anymore, I don't think. Unless, well, I think Lego Batman was probably our best bet with that, but I don't know if
Mhm.
they're going to be doing anything more with it after the
Listen,
sequel.
people love gruesome, bloody death and all this awful stuff. You want to know? Do you remember when the movie Justice League War came out?
Oh,
It
Yeah?
was supposed. People were like, "Oh my god, it's the bloodiest, most violent DC movie
and then
ever
they did
made."
Apocalypse
Like all the
Wars.
superheroes get killed. I'm like, this is what you want to watch? This is what you're excited for? You
But that
want to see
was
all the superheroes get killed?
Well,
Why?
it's
they got
because
featured in that one in the Apocalypse War one where they used to have like robot like mishmashes. That was such a weird.
Yeah, it
well,
was awful.
the problem with comics is that like ever since like the 80s, we have been trying to get more and more dark and more edgy and more impactful. But unfortunately, that means every single time you make a new continuity or a new story, you have to up the ante, and then you get things like the Batman Who Laughs, which I do like. So
Yeah,
I'm not knocking on it, but it's like you can't like keep making these new crazy apocalyptical type situations and expect people to be impressed by it. We need to go back to our comic roots and just do some more lighthearted stuff here and there, but unfortunately, I don't think that happens very often.
but what if we did a sequel to Identity Crisis or
I mean, go
Yeah,
for
what
it.
Heroes in Crisis
what if
2?
they went to therapy and then they
No, that would poorly. Oh no. I did Heroes in Crisis. That was a rough one too. Literally modern day
Like
Identity Crisis.
nobody is shocked whenever you kill the Justice League anymore. Nobody cares.
It literally just die this year
We're
again.
not. We're actually Teen Titans Go uses Doctor Light as a villain pretty often.
Huh.
They just completely ignore the whole, rape thing that he did in the comics and
Well,
just turned him back into a funny guy.
they do that every single time they try to make Talia and Bruce have a healthy relationship.
That never happened. It's fine. Ignore it. Damien, he exists. He's good. He doesn't have mother issues or father issues. He's a healthy, well, just a boy.
Damien should die. That's
Oh,
what
He
actually, hang
did
Damien
on. To
should.
though.
quickly
He should die again.
Yeah, no.
He did
He
again.
he he dies all the time. He's fighting Batman at the moment. I'm sure he'll die
He
a
he
third time.
he literally had a whole like tournament arc on an island where it's basically like, oh yeah, this Loudest Island. It's a full like anime style like tournament arc.
Yeah. Damien is just there so
He-
they don't
he got-
kill another Robin. He can just die and then they can throw him in a Lazarus pit and there's no reservations about it. And he
Wait,
comes back to life. Who the hell
so
cares?
so what are they doing with Damien right now? Because I thought the last thing they were doing was the Super Sun stuff.
He
Oh no, he
this
had
whole
a tournament
thing.
arc.
But he's tournament arc with this like skeleton girl.
Huh.
Yeah, he got
And
he
now
got a
he's
girlfriend.
now he's fighting Batman, written by Mark Waid. And seemingly in the near future he'll be doing looks like next year's event is gonna be something Lazarus related and like magic-y.
Of
And
course.
John Kent is becoming Electric Superman, and I think that's very funny.
Why? What? Why?
I don't know. Only promo art is out now, so don't ask me to explain anything. However, Electric Superman is funny. They should keep doing it.
You know, I'm down for it. Let's do it. Shake it up.
Yeah, Damien's new girlfriend like killed him.
What?
She's called
I
Flatline.
s-
She literally stole his heart.
Oh my god. I can't with comics sometimes. Like they just the things that I love comics and I hate comics. Like it's the most ridiculous stuff happens.
Oh yeah, I say
And we
that all
say
the time.
thank you.
I say that all the time. Like I hate reading comics. I think comics suck. And then there's some really good ones in there, but for the most part they suck.
Wasn't
Hang
that
on a second. I'm being reminded of a very specific comic strip by friend of the show Evan Dorkin.
Let's go.
I'll just I'll get that posted.
Thank you. I'll do that on the screen in a moment. Also, we just get Joker it like breaks into Harvey Dent's home, tries to do like I'm stealing your stuff again.
Oh, sorry. I just saw the images of Flatline. I do love her, but she's giving me the same vibe as like Duella Dent and Punchline. Like that's what she's giving me right
What's
now.
wrong with Punchline, huh? What you got
Nothing.
against what you got
Nothing.
against Punchline? Holy shit,
Nothing.
Flatline is hot.
They're very lovely ladies. Yes.
Flatline's a teenager, Nelson. You gotta not be saying that.
She's 18,
Watch
right?
it.
She's
Yeah,
a
and what
love
are you,
interest
like-
for Damien, who is
Wait,
16.
damn it!
Or
What are you,
at
like,
best.
70 years old?
Comic
No,
books!
wait a second. She could be 18 and he be 16.
We're talking about
Oh, that's
Nelson
true.
crushing on her,
Oh yeah.
not Damien.
Oh wait, never mind. She's got some weird face thing going on. I'm out.
What do you mean weird facing? Are you talking about the lines on her face?
Yeah.
Like the Thanos looking
yeah,
ass lines?
It's like yeah. I
I think
get
it's
it.
I
It's
think
supposed to
so.
look like a
Okay.
skull.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
This should have been Thanos' daughter.
It
Also,
should have been Galactus's daughter.
Oh yeah, that one.
or something. Yeah, it's Skull Thing. Also, yeah, here we have Damien reads manga now. Even comics can
Aw.
escape from it.
It's so cute. Well, I mean, certain DC comics I feel like have been kind of flirting with like
Yeah.
a hybrid anime comic design lately.
Comic books have been animeified for a very long time now.
Yeah. Honestly, and I don't hate it. Like sometimes it's done really well. Like it can be a good thing sometimes.
No!
What?
Comic books!
They're a thing. Oh no. Also, I just love getting this panel like Joker getting punched in the face.
Joker getting punched is always a good time. Like I need like a compilation of just all the panels throughout history where Joker has been punched. I'll even take gifs of like animated movies and stuff like that. Like whatever you got to do, I need a folder just full of this. It's my favorite genre
You need
of
your
thing.
Joker Ionia, or whatever the word's pronounced.
Joker Ione.
What's that Japanese word for the weird like thing stuff?
I can't say I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I got no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but-
no.
I
I'm
don't
drawing a
speak
blank.
Japanese. Sorry. But yeah,
Sorry, I
this
don't
a
speak
Toku thing?
weeaboo.
something.
I
Nelson.
can pretend to speak Japanese.
This doesn't sound like a land well.
Nani wo desu ka? Hey.
No, the oldest guy.
Also, look at this Joker just waking this dude up. Like, wakey.
Oh, and he's
Straight
also
up,
got
straight up gremlin mode.
he's got Yahweh hands. Like look at the previous panel where he's pointing at Harvey in like the really small panel up.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
It's got Yahweh hands. Why does his finger look longer in my comic than it does on the PDF scan?
Wait, what?
They edited it. No, I think it's fine. I think it's the same. It just looks longer in person.
Manifest Destiny, do you normally look at spiders and think, I want to fuck that spider? That seems like a problem.
Spider-Man, maybe?
No, I don't
yeah.
think they're talking about Spider-Man.
We can give them the benefit of the doubt.
Also, nobody wants to fuck Spider-Man except for that one girl, Silk or whoever. Not even Mary Jane wants to fuck Spider-Man that
Cat?
much.
Hey, Gwen wanted to, but not as much as she did.
Deadpool?
Norman.
She's dead.
Deadpool, yeah, there we go.
Deadpool definitely does.
We've sorted it out.
Manifest Destiny 23 is Deadpool, then it's confirmed.
There you go. I just like the card attack. That's a 52 pickup like style of like, hey, just throw cards at him.
I know, I love it whenever he's just an absolute, just little gremlin clown thing.
Like actual prankster mode style stuff.
Get pranked.
I mean, with another murder, as it goes.
Deadpool won't fuck Lady Death. That's one person he won't fuck. But she's also a skeleton.
Who says you wouldn't want to fuck her?
Canonically,
Didn't-
he doesn't want to fuck her.
Wait, didn't he already? Didn't he have a relationship?
Does he
with her?
have sex with her?
I don't read
I
enough
think so.
Marvel.
Because
But
that's
I-
completely against. Oh, God damn,
I thought they
hate these
canonically had a
podcasts.
relationship, but I don't read a lot of Marvel, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, let's.
I
You know,
do
that's
read
a-
Marvel. I don't read Deadpool. He shows up in things, and I can't avoid it there. But I can avoid picking up books that say Deadpool on the cover.
Deadpool used to be good.
This is an act of self-love.
Yeah.
Also, I just love them New Year's Eve image. Like, hey, they're having a toast together. How cute.
cute. Very
Breaking
cute.
it.
Time to ring in the new year.
With a giant image of Joker's.
I just love how much real estate his mouth takes up on the page.
Oh yeah.
That's a good like quarter of the page.
Yeah, it's solid. Yeah,
Also, those
it's a lot of
eyes are
space.
like bloodshot.
Seth MacFarlane tier mouth.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of Todd McFarlane?
Todd McFarlane, sorry. I get those mixed up.
Kills a plane. I'm just gonna kill everybody. I'll find out who did it this way. Which that works. Also, meet our cool guy, Vernon. He's not suspicious at all. He's just a harmless dude.
Yeah, nothing suspicious about this guy. Not a little spineless weasel or anything.
He's not a rat entirely. No ratting. Also, I just like that, they're on a cruise liner. That hey, they can't get us if we're on here. No one's gonna kill us on this place. We're fine. We're safe. Holiday business. It's over. We're good.
It's a yacht.
Yacht. Big. I don't know. I don't know water that well. I avoid it usually because like I don't want to be boiled.
I don't think rich people own cruise liners except for the owners of cruise liners.
A yacht. A big boat. It's like a tugboat but bigger. Also, what's even going on in the second panel? Like, this third panel, I meant. Like, was he just like unscrewing the light bulb or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
removing the light bulb.
Yeah.
Make it harder to see.
Ah, I see. That makes the shot harder. Also, yeah, Alberto's dead.
Yep, he sure is. He sure is dead.
is.
Yes, very much so. And he
Also-
turned the ocean to blood.
Yeah, that man bled a lot.
Yeah, he was just a big blood bag.
That's why Carmine didn't want him in the business. He knew that boy was just full of blood. One paper cut, he was out.
Yeah, like one gets shot 5 times lives. This guy gets a paper cut once, dies.
That's how the Russian royal family died.
Hemophilia.
That's how the czars died.
Yeah, because turns out, blood purity stuff, not a good idea usually. That doesn't work well. No.
Nope.
I really love Jim in his little party
I
hat.
was
Something
literally-
about that image is really funny.
I was literally waiting for the opportunity to say shout out to Jim and his birthday hat or New Year's, whatever it is.
They're partying. They're having a good time. We get the wives. They're talking. They're talking about stuff, hey, he's kind of a little bit crazy. Yeah, he's crazy too. Our husbands are kind of crazy. Yeah, next year, let's have a good next year.
I do have to question the champagne in the martini glasses. It feels like a very real human touch, like they didn't have the proper glassware handy, but
What
I've
works
had
for
I
us.
don't
chocolate
think that's
milk
a good vessel.
out of a champagne flute before. You do what you must. Not all of us have beautiful, diverse libraries of alcohol glasses in our
Yeah,
house.
that's just a human touch to stuff. Look at his Tupperware in his fridge. Come
Yeah,
on, he's a normal ass person.
I like the silhouette of Jim with the hat. It's so imposing.
me too.
He has to take
And
that.
it looks like flames in the background.
This is fine.
Yeah, champagne glasses on a cop salad. Isn't he the commissioner?
He's
at
not the
this point?
commissioner
He's
yet.
not.
No,
Wait,
he's not
what
the
is he then?
He's Jim Gordon.
He's just Jim. He's just
He has a
an
license.
officer?
He's a normal.
He's got a
cop.
piece of paper that says I can do what I want, signed Jim Gordon.
You know what? That's fair. It's the mustache, is what it is. It grants him the ability to do anything he wants without a warrant.
I don't expect him to have champagne glasses, but I do expect him to have plastic flutes from the dollar store that he bought for the occasion.
Aurora Borealis in the very comfort of my living room. Yes.
Also, we have some more Batman Joker banter, which is like, "You're insane." Wow, is Batman insane?
Even Joker's done with the shit.
Look at just how much face he is in these panels.
Do I get a little kiss? Yes. By my fist.
Bongs, count the bongs. It's like 12.
Yeah. Midnight. Yeah, New Year's.
This New Year's, no one
Is it?
dies.
Wait, is it 12? One,
Yeah, because it's
four,
6 in the
5,
first
6,
panel and
7,
another
8, 9.
6
Yeah.
in the third panel.
Yep.
Oh, I'm glad they paid attention to that.
More accurate. I like how they even have to like go through with the bongs, like just like grapple through it. I'm sure that plane landing in the water with all the Joker gas has no problem. The water's fine in Gotham.
Contaminated the water
works.
supply. Well, hopefully everybody's got a Brita filter in their house.
Have a good one, Tower Shield. Sorry to
See you,
hear about your
Tower.
battery.
Oh,
See you,
bye.
Tower Shield.
Hey, man. Yeah, we 6 days later on Little Christmas, cause Orthodox Christianity has a different calendar. They didn't switch over, so their Christmas is January 6th. So another holiday, kind of. Basically, that's why we have like our count having like leap year, not leap days on certain years. Why it's times over this way. It's like we had basically like 500 years ago, I believe. There's like a 10-day drift, so the seasons were off. Just also, yeah, we found the body, but Seagulls found it too. It's a very gruesome image to think of.
Ew.
Yeah. Alberto's dead, guys. Can't believe he's. For Valentine's Day, we get some Catwoman stuff now.
Sex!
It is Valentine's Day chapter.
Hey, I know your son's dead, but stop doing stuff, buddy. Gun to the face. Like, he could have shot Batman.
I know
right
your
here.
son's dead. I'm here to shame you.
This is what you get for, being a criminal. Your son's dead. It's your fault. Like,
Hey, Batman, what was that about sun figures dying? You might want to reconsider your stance on this being people's fault.
Jason doesn't exist yet. It's fine. He's still like, I don't know what's the canon. He's like a boarding school or something, like an orphanage thing.
Crime school, actually.
Crime school. Crime school. Oh yeah, crime school. That's actually a thing. Also, more Catwoman. Saves him. Gets tackled. And time for the, of course, obligatory flirting.
Outside of costume as well.
Oh yeah, cuts him. Hey, you cut yourself shaving. You're not Batman, are you? Same place I cut him. It can't be. They have a fun dance. Look, we get a nice.
It's rather impressive how she manages to fit all that hair inside her skin tight suit.
It's a wig.
Yo, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot that I
There is-
established earlier that that's a wig and she still has the costume on.
There is a 90s design where her hair is like coming out the back of the outfit, and I think that's good.
Oh, I'll have to look.
Oh yeah, she's absolutely serving in that bottom left panel.
She kind of gives me Sandman vibes.
Oh, I love the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very heavy.
Let's look at Ivy's hair.
Yeah, Ivy's is crazy too.
At least it's like coming out the back.
Her hair is like literally just leaves.
Vines. They had to change it for the movie adaptation because it was too complex.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd rather just do regular hair too.
So yeah,
But-
Ivy's doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Ivy's just got a pretty severe design in general in this comic. Very striking.
People getting shot. Blown up too. Like, how did that even blow up is my question.
It's media. In media, if you shoot a car 3 times, it explodes.
I was saying,
I don't remember the Mythbusters episode where they tried to actually blow up a car with a gun. I assume they got there eventually.
if it doesn't work, then it's the actual explosives. For the, hey, this test failed, but I have explosives. Let's just use them.
This test failed, but we got a car that we were supposed to blow up, so...
Might as well. Yeah, everyone gets shot. Holiday's mad. He's mad at Holiday. I'll give you war. What's going on? We have Barbara and here we go. Look at them. They gave their wives
They're boinking.
gifts.
Sex!
There you go. There you go. That's happening.
One thing I do like about Tim Sale is that he does a lot of mirrored like mirrored page layouts, like Jim and Harvey here. And this is
Yeah.
another one where I think the color comes in, because Jim, it's in color, everything's all nice, and in Harvey it's blue because the relationship is kind of
Blue.
on the rocks. Like Barbara understands what Jim's going through, but Gilda does not so much.
I know. I can't help but just like feel just fluffy just at the precious kiss that Jim and Barbara share on the bottom panel. And then you've got Harvey on the other side just looking like a creature of some sort. Like it looks very severe.
He does look like a monster in like a 1920s horror movie.
Yeah, he looks like an old Jekyll and Hyde kind of character. Well,
Yeah.
oh my god, he literally is.
Oh,
All of the makeup
Spoilers.
effects we could afford were eyeliner, so just
They-
slop it on
they
there.
all have immense eyes, except for Alfred here.
One of my favorite things about this comic is the way they play with shadows in Two-Face's face. And
Yeah,
Harvey Dent's. And you can see it. Like when they want to show that he's being more of a monster, they black out the good part of his face. And
Yeah,
they
they
let
sure
the
do.
evil side show. It's very interesting.
it's a very fun thematic thing that you can subtly play around with his
Mhm.
character.
Also, get some Ivy time. Let's look at how like this one panel is just her whole face is the panel.
The only reason I'm sad that this Ivy storyline kind of turned out the way it did is that I think it's so funny whenever she tries to seduce Bruce or Batman in other iterations, and he's just like, nah, nah, I'm not DTF. No,
Uh,
I'm immune.
Oh, there's that one panel. It's
I,
like, I poisoned you, but but the only cure is another kiss. I poisoned Bruce Wayne earlier today. Now I'm gonna poison you, and the only cure is a second kiss. You never get a second kiss from me ever. And Batman's just like smiling. Also, I guess you go, Nelson.
Yeah.
does it count?
Yeah.
You can't make out much of her body. She is mostly plant
I mean,
in
she's a
this
fucking
situation.
plant, man.
I guess I never realized this. Is she naked?
She's
No,
naked.
I mean, like the plants, I count as clothes, kind of, as long as it's censoring. Because sometimes she'll wear just like
Her body's covered as much as it ever is.
a swimsuit made out of vines and stuff like that. Like at least she's censored, but I can't tell. Like I see like a garter strap on her arm or something. She's got a necklace in the splash page that has Batman on it.
Oh yeah, here we go. I like the full the clovers for her hair now. Like, yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
better
that's
today.
cute.
Apparently, they were really struggling to work out what the cover for this one was going to be until they settled on it being the Ivy issue. Their plan was just Batman drinking green beer.
Also, we get like this beast of a woman, which is like she's awesome.
Yes.
She's so
What's her
good,
name, Sophia?
Sophia.
Yes, I love her.
Also, brainwash Batman. Like, let's do it. Let's be evil bank stuff. Fine, we should do business with him. Go ahead, give him $350 million.
I do like the green light on his face to be like, yeah, his brain isn't there.
Yeah.
My mind foggy piece green. And then she's in the limo, just like, hey, that's not right. That's bad.
Oh, how dare this asshole ignore me? Nah. Mama getting a piece of that cake. She'll do what she has to.
Literally,
Bubber.
Ivy's stealing her man's. She's got to go take care of this.
Yeah, we have Carla just like finally like they didn't give the gun up for evidence. They have it themselves. She's practicing with it. Like, I'm gonna kill this guy that killed my son with this gun. Nothing's gonna stop me.
Honestly, that's pretty metal. I like that.
Get some Sophia Carla interactions. Like, hey, I know you're your father's like stooge. You're gonna tell him everything you say, but like, yeah, he's kind of like pretty rough.
Hello, Pupper. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Nerd.
Hey, Bupper.
Also, I just love this dinner scene. Like she can be civilized. She's like, I'm just having dinner with a dude. I'm reaching over with my giant vine hair. This fire.
Yeah, the vine hair, that's the thing that's giant here.
So my question is,
Oh, she's got clothes.
Alfred obviously made the food here.
What's he doing?
Yeah, what's he doing? Did he get controlled by Poison Ivy too? And if he
Probably.
did,
We
if
got a
he
plot hole?
if he did, then where does Bruce eventually save him from it, or what?
I think
I
when Catwoman just like chases her off, all the effects go away.
But she like specifically cuts it off Bruce because
Yeah,
well, I
it's
think
it's like a plant infection
Yeah.
on him or something.
I'm sure both of them could take out Alfred for a second to get the plant off of him.
yeah, unless it's Shotgun Alfred from No Man's Land, I think they're probably fine taking out an old man.
or maybe Alfred's on vacation and it's really all the plants that are doing the cooking.
I don't have lactose intolerance and enjoy. Like,
Oh, that sounds good.
that sounds amazing, but they make pills for that stuff, right? Like lactate or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Hope you got
Pupper
those.
doesn't have them. Live reports from their apartment, they don't have those.
Oh no!
Oh, I love this panel that's coming up.
Oh yeah.
That one, it's so good. I love like the
Stop.
I don't know the body line of it. I love how like kind of comical it is. I love Bruce's face. the meow.
It's like when you grab a pet cat to like, no, don't go this way.
What's in your
Exactly.
mouth? Plants?
Stop chewing on plastic.
Stop ruining the daffodils.
Yeah. No, it's a really good panel.
Also, I like how he looks like Batman for a second in this panel. Like the darkness, he's getting his Batman
Yeah.
skills. But turns out, nope. You're just like plant infected. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, good work.
The green.
Okay, yeah, so presumably what's going on is that Alfred had like a little bit of the mind control, but with Ivy being like, oh, my plan's ruined, she probably just took it off him, because like,
He bounced.
whatever.
I honestly the Ivy stuff because I hadn't really seen how her powers interact with other people a lot, other than like I don't know, just having like the poison, whatever. Like she kisses them and then they just become hypnotized. Like I didn't even think about like the potential horror that comes with a lot of her powers. Like she could totally do like a whole like parasite type thing, where
Oh yeah.
I don't know, like the vines just like go through your veins and stuff like that. I need to see more exploration with her powers in this way. Like, is that panel where all the vines are going over Bruce's chest is
No.
just horrifying to me.
You're getting one-dimensional Ivy in the Harley Quinn comedy show where she's
Just lesbian sex.
get it? The punchline is lesbianism.
Yeah, I know. No, believe me, I've waxed poetic about my thoughts on modern Harley and Ivy quite a few times in my streams. Like I've got very
She likes
strong
plants,
opinions.
which means that she's totally right about environmentalism, right?
She's a
There's
millennial.
not like a specific...
I like how Lauren Foss did Ivy for that Superhero Girls show, where Ivy is a she doesn't eat plants, she eats only meat. She's a carnivorist.
Oh.
She's like, plants must be protected. Don't eat plants. Don't kill plants. Plants are good. So she just eats only meat.
What if she took it
Excellent.
even a step further and only ate people? I think that could go along with my horror Ivy storyline pretty well. Let's make Ivy a cannibal, please.
Is she still human? Does it count now?
Yes, it does count. She's basically still human. She's just got superpowers. Oh, thank you. Yes, I drank it. Yeah, I mean, like, Superman's not considered inhuman. Well, he's a person. They have personhood, is what I'm saying, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivy hasn't gone like Jason Momoa or Swamp Thing. She is still mostly person.
And even
There's
Swamp
reason
Thing
the
has a
Green rejects
personhood.
her. Well, no,
From
Swamp
time to
Thing doesn't because of anatomy lesson. He's like, oh, hang on, I'm just plants that thinks I'm a guy.
I mean, if they have a consciousness, I would think that they would have some sort of personhood to them. They're not human,
I know,
but they're a person.
Post Heroes in Crisis Ivy, because she got killed in that, but then came back to life. A lot more plant-like, and like her skin was plant.
I love that. I want more of that. Make her more inhuman, please. Make her actually a villain again.
It's like the one thing Heroes in Crisis did well. Was their Ivy design.
It's just a shame that they already killed the Irish people before they got to St. Patrick's Day.
Raw meat diet Ivy. Oh my god.
Okay, this is basically what she looked like after like she came back to life.
She's doing something similar, but with fungus for complex reasons. Legit read the current Ivy style. Okay, I'll look into it. I'm always down for giving Ivy more personality than just Harley's girlfriend or just sexy plant woman. I'll look into it, yeah. I got excited the first time I turned the page into that leprechaun thing because I thought it was the Riddler at first. I was sorely disappointed. Although he shows up in the next one, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like 3 pages off, so
Yeah,
it's
just
not too
just a
big of
few.
a worry.
Just a mini Riddler.
I'm like, oh, that's the direction they're taking with him, huh?
Oh yes, he's 3 foot tall.
I mean, he kind of is. I have not read the When in Rome comic all the way through, but I have seen some of the parts with the Riddler in it, and he is an absolute little munchkin of a man compared to Selena. That panel of him wearing her cat suit is iconic.
Speaking of the Riddler, look at this page.
I love it so
It's
much. It's
so
so
good.
good.
Good one.
I love the lime green. It's almost like a safety green kind of.
Yeah. Yeah,
Very
there's like a
minimalistic.
high vis sort of thing.
Yeah.
I kind of like
It-
how. I guess we're not Dark Victory today, but like, I love the way Riddler's used in Dark Victory. Really good. But in this case, he's also really good. Like, we have the parallelism of like both of them trying to figure out who is Holiday. Batman just has like numbers on his face, half his face. Huh. The mystery.
See, this is a metaphor for Two-Face in Harvey Dent's descent into madness.
Thank you.
Well, legitimately, like if comics were probably taken more seriously in the classroom scene, a teacher probably would say something like that, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah.
The mystery.
Comics are taken seriously. They just have to be about real life tragedy.
Yeah,
Oh,
some of
oof.
them are. I remember reading Persepolis back in college.
Oh yeah.
I was.
Iconic college reading list comic.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there are comics that are already kind of taken seriously just because of their cultural impact in like certain ways. Like usually they're kind of non-fictional as well. But I mean like completely fictional superhero comics,
Yeah.
at least the ones that bop. I'm a little bit sad in this one that the Riddler didn't really get involved in this holiday business just because he was genuinely interested, but instead because he was like
Hired.
forced to. Like I kind of wish he just got involved because he wanted to.
He needs money for his big question mark. You know how that goes.
Yeah, all
he's a
those Riddler
drunk in this
trophies.
one.
He's a drunk after what happens in this issue because he was like, "Oh dear God, I could have died. I'm used to doing silly things. I'm still."
We don't know if he's a drunk before either. He could be a drunk.
He doesn't look like it. He
He-
looks well put together here. He's all shaved and like his good suit.
Okay, fine.
He doesn't seem like the kind of man that likes to be inebriated too often.
A mystery broken into a jigsaw puzzle, wrapped into a conundrum, hidden in a Chinese box. I love the way Riddler talks. It's like maybe it's because I can sometimes be like to people have been at sometimes like a bit of a smart aleck kind of annoying person. I'm a bit of an egghead at times. So I just love the
gonna
Riddler.
call him a weenie.
Been called that too before.
No, you're an egg. You're not
No.
a weenie. You're an egg.
Yeah, like I just love the way he talks. He's just like very verbose and just like, I'm right. Where Batman's like,
Yeah.
this holidays, April Fool's Day. Oh, also, just look at Alfred in the background, just like, this is a gun.
But yes, very nice 22. Yes, yes.
But we learned some lore, like where does he get them? Wholesale. Also, I was like,
I love this panel. This is so good.
who did it? Catwoman?
Yeah, these are great.
Could be Catwoman.
Funny how
Or-
they're all wearing Harvey's outfit too.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, that's not like a misdirect or anything. Although a lot of them wear the trench coat and fedora look.
I mean, that's
back
that,
in
that's
this
that's Gotham
comic, so,
fashion.
eh.
They hand them out on street corners.
Yeah.
It's basically when you fly into Gotham. They say here's a Gotham 3 trench coat and fedora. Just look like a noir detective story. It's fine. Or what was Maroni doing it? It doesn't have to be Catwoman. It could be Maroni. He's a crime boss. He wants to fight. He wants to become the big dog. Just go kill everybody. You're the new guy. Also, I just love the red
He's
scarf for this image. Just like the one bit of color.
Yes.
What?
And it's
Or
interesting how they show these panels of the previous killings, but they don't have red in them, but they have red in the Alberto.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's scarf too. I wonder if...
like a red bird.
Oh wait, never mind. I went to the next page and they have one for the bathtub too. Never mind. I thought that was another clue.
The blood. Oh, what if it's Carla though? Carla's like she wants to kill people. She's mad.
Carla loves
It's
to
her
do
job
murder.
to kill people.
She's from Chicago. She's part of the Vita crime family. Murder's a thing.
I go.
You know, mask her rage with it, kill more people. But you know what's the best part? What if? What if it was Harvey Dent? No.
Or maybe it's Bruce Wayne.
Thinking emoji.
The panels where Riddler gets his head squished is the most
yeah, let's
repulsive
go.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
No, this is who it is. It's you. You did it. Like, ought to be me. Oh. Oops. He's even bleeding a little bit. They're
I hate it.
squeezing the blood out of him like a sponge.
I do like that his face just goes completely white as well. No more blood in him. That's all he had.
You did it. It's you.
And then she punches him down like an accordion.
Bonk. And the black and white part here is so good. Like
It is.
looks
With the
like
lead up to the splash
it's
page.
like a frog. Like his mouth is just like broke.
He is a little frogman, and his hat is still bunched from getting smashed.
Kill or not kill. That's a lot of bullets. Like he had to reload. I mean, it's comics, but like he probably just like stay there, shoot. No, don't move. Oh, I'm almost done. Reload. Okay, get the rest of them.
I mean, they got the guns wholesale. Maybe they just did it pirate style. No time to reload, grab a new gun, keep going.
Yeah. The Mother's Day, which is honestly like look at poor little young Bruce Wayne. He's sad.
Little Brucey.
Beloved wife and mother.
This is sad day. Sag for Sag Man.
Which goes into this full page panel of just like
This is an absolutely delightful panel. The way that it uses negative space in the opposite direction with white instead of black is so good. Oh my god. This guy is an egg.
No, that's Egghead. That's his other villain.
Has that character even been used in modern comics?
Probably. They probably like use him for like a silly joke. Hey, look at this old person. He's silly.
I mean, they did do Batman 66 comics, so he was probably in that at least somewhere.
Also, I like how Calendar was like, "Hey, you said it'd be done by February. It's not February. You lied, Batman. You're wrong. You're not doing this at all."
Calendar Man said, "I think that's a skill issue, Batman."
He's making quite a name for herself. Holiday. Soon I'll be forgotten. He wants attention so bad. Yeah. Why not kill on April Fool's Day? Well, also I like how he's a Gemini. Like Calendar Man knows all the astrology signs of every person in Gotham City.
Of course, he's an astrology nut.
Well, it's date-based, of course he is.
I bet he likes the MBTI stuff too, doesn't he?
Oh, it reminds me of this. Okay, so like 2 years ago, it was a really good like digital like first of like for Batman and Superman, and they did a Calendar Man story where he got obsessed with Martian holidays, and we had to get Batman had to get Martian Manhunter involved.
Oh,
that's
no.
fun.
What happened was, turns out the holidays were to like a Martian demon god or whatever. So he got Manhunter powers, like Martian powers, for like a day.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's exactly what we need as a Calendar Man with Martian powers.
It was not didn't go well for anybody.
I also just noticed he has the dogs out in this panel. He's got them concrete slappers out.
Look,
I just had to be the one to say it, okay?
The what?
Concrete slappers.
feet. She means feet. He's barefoot.
His toes, Nelson.
Oh,
Toes.
got it. Okay.
Also, I love the way Batman's like cape looks in this. Like, you don't ever see like the bottom of his cape that well. It's all frailed and snaggled and like a life of its own.
Frilled
Yes.
Snail rising up somehow.
They're like snakes.
Like a smoke almost.
Give me asthma.
Yeah.
Also, this face right here, like full on panel. Also, Batman in this middle is like, ugh, put it on. That reminds me. It's like the.
I will say, this is a very like Neil Adams pose for this run.
Yeah, this almost doesn't look like a Tim Sale Batman for a
Wonder-
second.
I think
Uh,
it's the way the cape is more than anything, because back in the 70s, they were more like, yes, big silly cape, do this.
No capes.
Yes, capes. I mean, that's good. Also, hey, Scarecrow's gone. It's cool.
Speaking of big silly capes, look at this thing. It's going halfway across the room.
Holy crap.
You should drag that
I
thing.
Even though Scarecrow and eventually Mad Hatter don't really do anything in this comic, I kind of love that they are just there, just doing their silly little tasks or whatever. Like I don't know, they're so ridiculous in this comic, and for no reason. They're just kind of there.
Where did he get the horse?
It's a good question. Does Arkham Asylum have a horse stable on the grounds for
Well, yeah,
like
what if they get a
rehabilitation?
horse-themed maniac in? They don't want to be waiting around for the
Yeah,
horse
you,
to put in
you
their
gotta
cell.
give him a horse.
Horse therapy, yeah.
Oh, it
Well,
says,
that's a cute idea. What if, like, for part of his like extracurricular time, they have like horse therapy on the actual property, and Jonathan Crane just likes to ride horses in his free time. That'd be kind of cute.
I kind of wish there was like an Arkham story with them actually like getting better. I mean, they can never get better, of course. The ending has to make them all bad, but like just an actual like story of like all the villains actually being a little rehabilitated. It'd be nice. Maybe do that storyline
That would be
and then
nice.
stop having them all be murderous crazies.
Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. I mean, they kind of explore like very specific rogues going through some sort of rehabilitation before they inevitably go back to doing bad stuff. And those are always such interesting stories. Why don't they do them more often?
I mean, Killer Croc has a lot of
Oh
rehabilitation
yes,
stories.
that was really good. Like
Oh,
he
I
tries
kinda-
to get a job, doesn't work out for him. And then you have they're the real monsters with the one way that breaks out. Oh yeah, they are the Ghost of Silence stories are pretty good for that kind of.
Yes, I was thinking about that too. There's a really good Joker's Asylum story for Croc. Really good one for Riddler too, for that matter.
Great one,
Most of them are pretty good.
great one for Two-Face as well.
Yes, yes, yes. Good stuff.
Jericho would be a horse girl. Manifest Destiny.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say Joker would be a horse girl?
Scarecrow is
Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, Joker like kind of like archetypical like young like personality would be. Yeah, it turns out Scarecrow was a straw man.
Ah.
Full of chemicals. Which I love when we get like Batman like fear vision thing. Cause Kings of Fear is like one of those like great examples of this, but like Batman going fear mode is fun. Like
Yes.
turns out you're not
Yeah,
invincible.
Whenever we actually get a chance to explore whatever the author says is his biggest fear at that time. Always kind of interesting to see the
more,
differences in comics.
more so fear being awesome, like he gets it from the gunsmith.
Actually, speaking of Christopher Nolan taking things,
Yeah.
this page.
Let her go. Very poor choice of words.
Poor guy. He wasn't really like connected. He just got shot.
He got shot and then he got dropped. Lovely.
Although I just realized that literally the cover of my copy has Christopher Nolan saying, "Yeah, this is really
Oh,
good." So probably
mine
yes,
too.
actually.
We probably have the same sort of book then. It's got the like the vertical title on it.
Yeah.
Pearls. Always the pearls. It's there's that one image of, like the three things that make Batman Batman is the pearls, the gun, and the bell.
Mhm. Although I didn't expect this time for the pearls to be something that Bruce specifically requested. That's an odd
Yeah,
choice
that
that
is a
they
strange addition.
But
made
he gets
to
because now he gets some more
point out.
guilt. It's my fault she died. She didn't have pearls. We're gonna get like mugged.
It's the symbol of the gun breaking the pearls that he made her wear that night to go see the movie that he wanted to go see. It's all his fault. My parents are dead.
To make it
Speaking of the
special.
pearls, the iconic pearl spilling thing, a real pearl necklace wouldn't do that. It
No.
comes up in Morrison's run, I think.
Yeah, they're
But real
cheap
pearl
pearls.
necklaces, they're tied up separately because if they rub up against each other, they'll damage each other. So a
Oh.
real one wouldn't spill out like they iconically do.
Get wrecked, Martha.
Maybe that's
Uh,
little beads in between the pearls, so they don't touch each other.
Yeah.
But those little like the silly bracelet beads, make your own bracelets. Also, Batman's like really, really like he's seeing things. Like, yo, it's chill. Gotta run. Luckily,
hold your fire.
Jim's like, yo, don't shoot him. He's rich.
There's a really good panel coming up. This page. Yeah, that one. On the bottom right corner.
Oh, he just jumps on a bus.
Yeah.
We made it. Don't
stuff.
shoot. He is so just depressed. He misses mommy. He's a little boy.
Anytime I see scenes like this in comics or movies or whatever, I always think about that one episode in the animated series where he gets like put into an alternate timeline by Mad Hatter, where like his parents are still alive and everything, and oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god. Oh, that was such a good episode.
I get the Father's Day. Mother's Day,
Thanks.
Father's Day, just double angst of like, hey, here's your dead parents twice. Have fun, Batman.
Wait, is Father's Day in June?
Father's Day changes depending on the country.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think it's in June in this continuity.
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Continuity.
Yeah.
Because in Batman's America, I think it's in June.
Batmerica.
June doesn't really have a holiday if Father's Day isn't in it, does it?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons.
It's the something Sunday in June.
Well, you see, the card companies for greeting cards and holiday cards, they had to make sure every month had something to.
Truth, actually.
Yeah. We all get to meet Thomas Wayne, who's always an interesting character, right? Thomas, everyone loves Thomas. He is a doctor. He the continuity is either a cheater or a good person. Like he has character, right?
Yeah, he does.
I feel like they
his
always
story.
wrap around to him being like fundamentally good, but because of the nature of the city, got wrapped up in something bad, and occasionally got his identity stolen by an immortal ancestor from the 18th century.
Wait, what?
That's Dr. Hurt.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah. Thomas is always just like he's a doctor. He helps save everybody. Hippocratic oath and all that. Like, this a monster guy got shot and he's not going to the hospital. I'll heal him. It's fine. I got a doctor's bag in the closet. It's kind of cool. You can see the little Bruce like, oh hey, it's like magic. Healing people is good.
Do no harm, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because of the nature of comics, but does anybody else get a little bit annoyed even would be a strong word, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of comics or like Batman related media these days, whenever they do a storyline that inevitably ends up being like, oh yeah, it turns out Thomas Wayne was actually a little bit corrupt and he had like ties to the mob and stuff. I feel like they always tout it as like some crazy new plot point that's never been done before. And I don't know, I feel like it's surprisingly been done in a lot of comics. There's a lot of iterations where Thomas Wayne is purely just a really good guy that ran a company that really helped out Gotham City. But they've been kind of like throwing in these like mob connection storylines here and there. And like every single time they do it, they're like, "Oh my God, this is something new and crazy and cool." And I'm like, "Wait, no, this isn't new."
Well, yeah, but what if Superman was evil?
Oh, that's
What if
really
we
original
killed
and
Superman?
smart, actually.
Whoa, you're gonna kill Superman? How
I know,
are you gonna
right?
do that?
It's
He's like a
impossible,
super
but we
strong
figured out a way.
dude. You have to be like an amazing strong guy to kill him. Like,
Yes.
if
Hey,
you,
okay, the death of Superman
Frickin'
was pretty
Doomsday.
original for the time.
Yes,
yeah,
it
The
was.
only other
True.
one the only other one that had died was Captain Marvel, and he died of cancer, which was like weird and funny.
dying of cancer is weird and funny. Funny, violence.
Yeah, if you're a superhero.
Fair point.
Watchmen, 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 Watchmen.
Oh, true, Watchmen. Not so funny for those ones, because it was a more dour situation, but dying of cancer and then there's a Thanos statue in your basement. That's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. Yes, I'll agree.
Yeah, we
Okay, but what if Superman was evil?
Oh,
Have
yeah,
have
you're right.
really thought about that?
I've never considered that. I think Superman's always good and does nothing wrong. He's amazing, but it'd be like corrupting the most uncorruptible thing in the world. He'd be evil.
Nobody's ever done that.
But have you considered killing the entire Justice League?
Whoa,
Whoa.
hold on.
You'd have to kill Superman, Batman,
Wait.
Wonder Woman. That's a lot of killing.
What if we
Somebody
made
get George Perez on this.
what if we made a whole new Batman storyline with the Joker, except we made the Joker
Batman.
even more twisted and
What if we
more
made the Joker a
murderous?
good guy?
What if we well, they kind of did that, didn't they? I mean, they've done that in a couple things. Like obviously,
Oh yeah, no,
Telltale's
that's
kind
what
of
I'm
one.
saying. It's a thing that
and
they
then
do a lot.
The White Knight, sort of.
Yeah, White Knight.
White Knight, he is genuinely good.
Kind
There's
of.
a Legends of the Dark Knight storyline where he gets cured and is just normal. And that one's pretty good
Yeah.
because Demantis wrote it.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
But what if Wonder Woman?
What if Wonder Woman was completely straight?
What if Wonder Woman's lore got convoluted somehow for no reason? What if Wonder Woman didn't have a defining characteristic other than being the girl of the Trinity?
What if
Oh.
Wonder Woman had a rogues gallery?
No, that's crazy talk. Look, she has
Name 3.
Cheetah,
Egg Foo,
Minister Blizzard,
Cheetah, Baroness.
Dr. Psycho.
Minister Blizzard?
Listen, he just sticks in my head because I really like his name.
Egg Foo, the Baroness, and Cheetah.
Well, I think that just kind of says it all, doesn't it?
I don't know Egg Foo because egg. That's it.
Egg.
And even he's no longer her villain, really. He became like Feng Zhu in 52, and also Father's Day. The big Maroni guy died.
I like that with the tie in the foreground. That's pretty good. Although it looks like a PewDiePie tie.
What?
It looks like a
Yeah.
PewDiePie tie.
PewDiePie does have that color scheme and sort of setup. I unfortunately see what she's saying.
It just needs to be wavy. Apologies. All right. More Sophia. Gotta love her. Let's
Gigante. Like,
How many more
Yes.
months do we have? We're in July
well,
now, right?
like chapter
Good.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
No,
almost
this
done.
is chapter 9.
Oh. More high-tech
Oh,
spy
yeah.
It
stuff.
ends in October.
One whole year. For data.
Dada. Wait, I thought this was like a baby. Why? This child looked like an actual infant. And, why is for data written in crayon?
I think Barbara wrote it.
Yeah.
She wrote it
I mean,
shitty
that's
on
the thing.
purpose.
Yeah?
No, that's a thing that people do. Like,
They do.
sometimes people definitely sign things for their young kids, and they sign it themselves, but in like shittier handwriting. And people
Oh, I
also
mean-
do the same thing for their pets sometimes.
Or they just bought a
And-
card
and-
that way, and it says it just the card says card stock.
They just produced that card. It's just sitting in the shelves.
It's a bestseller.
What you got there? I got a tie for myself.
Yeah, see, like the little handprints on the tie are literally infant hand shaped. So Barbara really just made that card just look shitty on purpose.
Hmm.
Thanks, Barb.
Well, I think for the handprints, you probably just like put paint on the kid and then let the kid roam free on top of the
Yeah.
tie.
Like they do with animals at the zoo.
Exactly like animals at the zoo. Babies and animals
Yep.
equivalent.
Both caged.
Basically.
And look at that. Have a good dream. She's happy.
Cute.
Then we get the
All right.
these two.
This panel.
I went to go
Very
see
good.
Dad. He's still crazy though.
Okay, the hammer wall is definitely an inconsistency, because in this next page, it's a completely opposite wall to the stairs, so you wouldn't
Continuity.
be able to see it.
I don't know
Or maybe
continuity.
he just has a ton of workbenches
It's
Could
just
be.
that
got a
all
wall
have
covered in
similar tools on
hammers.
them. Yeah, he just has 3 different workbenches with 3 different sets of tools.
And now we get the
I'm
source.
kind of.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
We get the source of the coin. We had
Yeah,
the coin
finally.
flip.
Finally introducing the coin, only like more than halfway through this comic.
Well,
I'm kind of impressed that he's so ripped. Like, that's. Like, how is he so jacked? He's not even a
moving those
police
heavy
officer.
caseloads all day.
Yeah, he's literally. Wait, I'm sorry. Is Harvey the district attorney in this, or is
Yes.
he?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, because he's probably just doing desk work. I think, other than his little nighttime embargoes he goes on.
In his free time, he works out.
What free
What free
time?
time?
Lunch
Maybe
breaks?
GCPD has a gym. We don't know.
He doesn't eat
Actually, they
lunch.
probably do.
Yeah, they would, but he also wouldn't be there. I feel like district attorneys hang out at like courthouses or something. I don't know how the law
Maybe the
works.
courthouse has a gym.
It
I
has
guess
a
they
Jim
could.
Gordon.
Judge is getting swole.
Also, I
Can't.
just love how like, Mad Hatter and like Scarecrow just like banter with like rhymes. They don't talk.
Yeah, Scarecrow and Mad Hatter are an underrated duo, in my opinion. They work so well together in certain iterations, and I feel like they don't get enough comic stories where they get to actually do stuff together, because they're an absolute delight.
Nervous touch, delusional, schizophrenic, homicidal.
The Mad Hatter character is so complicated because sometimes he can be a genuinely really interesting character, and other times you're just like, oh, you're a
He
diddler.
does get Dr. Lighted a little bit.
Yeah, it just depends on
Yeah.
who's writing him. Like, it's just he can either have really good storylines and good characterization, or he can just be like a kid diddler or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, he's a pedophile. Ooh. That's the story. And then it's like, oh, hey, he's actually just like, oh, he's doing Alice in Wonderland stuff? Oh, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
And now it's like, who's getting all these weirdos together? Gentlemen.
Oh my god. Manifest, don't remind me of the scene where he fucks the hat. Please don't.
Oh no.
I mean, that's another trope that comic writers go to a lot, is having the famous Batman villains fuck their gimmick. Hey, remember that Tom King Penguin story?
I
No,
don't want
I
to
don't-
remember
damn it.
most Tom King things, please.
Tom King is doing CIA torture stuff in these comics. That's just how it is. That explains all.
Yeah, it's just the printed equivalent of water torture.
Being a Tom King story.
If you were to take out all of the context of the scene and just show me just the art panel of Bruce on the staircase with like the shadows going across his face, I would not have been able to tell that was Bruce even a little bit. He looks like he lost 50% of his hairline in that panel.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a pretty bad hairline.
It's
I like the mood of it, though.
channeling Michael Keaton.
Yeah, right.
Very much your fault. Also, I just love like, hey yo, he killed my dad. Let's team up time. Time for good and bad to team up.
I love the little Harvey, I forgot his name, but the Harvey Dent assistant dude with the glasses. I just love
Vernon.
how he's literally just like a walking pair of glasses. He's cute.
He actually looks a lot like Steve Ditko's interpretation of Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, pretty simplistic, cute, nerdy.
Chapter 10, Independence Day. More Catwoman.
This is our Independence Day.
Horner is now dead.
This is the black and white pages that throw you, because usually they're at the end of the book, but this one they happen immediately
Damn.
say like, oh, I'm done, chapter 11, let's go.
Yeah, we're throwing all the rules out here.
Over. So,
And Selena Kyle's.
why do you stay in the city? It's kind of crappy. Like, Let's run away. Nah,
And ain't that the $1 million question in all Batman comics? Why are you guys still here?
Because it's
Well,
my city.
the
It's
way,
my home.
look, the wages are good. The price of living there is really low. Like, you can get like a big apartment there, pretty cheap.
I doubt the apartments in Gotham are that cheap. It's probably regular New York prices.
It's
I
New,
the
think.
biggest criminal of all, landlords. When's
Well-
Bruce gonna take a stand?
it's in New Jersey.
Isn't it supposed to be kind of like Chicago-ish, sort of?
Well, I mean, they filmed The Dark Knight in Chicago, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like New
City is a
Jersey.
lot of places.
Yeah, you're right. It's like a mixture. Yeah, of like Chicago and New Jersey.
I mean, they
Uh,
took calling it Gotham from a name
York.
for New York, so it is just like it's
but-
Art Deco Gothic land.
Yeah. Yeah.
Selena continuing with her Sandman cosplay.
Sex.
No places, things we could do together.
Things we could do. Mhm. Yes, I wonder.
Nelson, any idea what the things are?
Sex.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It always
Wait,
goes
no,
back to
no,
sex.
we got the light. Sorry, gotta go.
Peace.
Batman's like so terse. Like you were not interrupting me. I was having a good time with Selena. No.
What if I interrupted you every time you and your wife were about to make love? What then, Harvey?
He does.
That's true.
He does.
He's on call, so I guess that's true.
Then we get the twist. Turns out
Oh, I like
the
that one.
the Maroni and the Falcone they had a Romeo and Juliet stuff going on. Wow.
That image of Sophia and Vernon standing right next to each other in the cell is probably one of my favorite things. I just enjoy the size difference.
Oh, it's goals for
She's
sure.
a very big woman.
She's a very big woman.
Any.
So small, little tiny man with his little bow tie and his glasses.
You know
Oh, Barbara channeling the Riddler.
that was that. I thought those were question marks for a second. I was like, wait, what? Did they just
Yeah,
sell
what are
those
those?
wholesale? Those snakes?
What are they, like snakes?
Well, yeah, you know,
Or
he has
vines?
to get like a whole roll of fabric made to get his suit done, and then what's he gonna do with the offcuts? May as well just sell them on.
Who's even selling fabric with a whole bunch of question marks on it? Enough that
You
the
can-
Riddler just has
Joann's?
a bevy of costumes.
You can like screen print them on. I'm sure
What is-
it's fine.
What is a Joann's?
Joann's is a crap. Wait, have you never been to a Joann's store?
No, no.
If
Nelson
you're gonna
from
say male,
Context.
then yeah, you're absolutely right. But it's like a craft store, but it's like a really big craft store, and they have a giant fabric section, and
That sounds
they've
interesting.
actually gotten really good with their selection in recent years. Like they've got a ton of like licensed property stuff and all kinds of fabrics that you wouldn't even ever think of. So I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if there were question
So there's
marks there.
definitely Riddler stuff there.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It's full of giant question marks, fabric that you put a suit out of it that just becomes two colors just naturally.
Legitimately, they might have had like a line of fabrics for whenever that Batman movie came out this year. Like I'm not kidding. Like
Oh.
they do that kind of stuff these days.
Also, we get some more of Gilda being like, man, he's mine. Like, I hate the city for taking him from, like, he's like the Apollo, the Golden Boy, handsome, do no wrong, but, like, this taking him.
Cute.
He's never been the golden boy.
But he's her Golden Boy, she loves him.
Why does Harvey Dent get cute goth QT waifu? What is this?
And then he just
Bullshit.
throws her away.
But no, if you actually read the special, he doesn't.
Wait, so he comes back after he gets two-faceified?
She comes back for him.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to read that.
I can link you the special after this. It's actually really.
Thank you.
It was really. It's like 2021. It was rather recent. They did it like, hey, the movie came out. Let's give a new storyline to this chapter. You know, maybe we'll do more. And then they didn't do more. Obvious ones. Also,
Sure.
I like how we just have like the How is she holding both the flag and the torch?
The flag is just like shoved through the torch.
Yeah.
It's on like a skewer. She's made of polystyrene or something.
Why do you kill the coroner? Ah, word.
Coroner.
Coroner, yes, words. I need to hydrate. Eggs are mostly water. If I don't drink a lot, then I'm dying.
Mood. Hydrate or dihydrate.
Literally. Yeah, where'd Batman go? Wait. Also, I just like the scene, like, hey, fireworks, they're cool. Oh, wait, it's a missile.
Oops.
Oh
Get wrecked.
no!
Oh no, we're dead. And also,
So green, too.
look at the other horse. Like, I know one, like,
Yeah,
one got stolen,
It-
I'll figure that out, but another one.
I mean the thing on the other horse wasn't even Scarecrow. He must have liked the horse and gone back to go get it.
You know what? You know, you're leaving the money here. You guys go back. And he just,
Okay, so
he bullies the Scarecrow in this case.
he really does. They're literally not doing anything
Right.
other than just not being in Arkham Asylum, and he's just coming and punching them.
They
They
just
just
did a
bur-
fear. They just did a fear missile, Betsy.
They just
Frick,
killed two guys with a
no, that
missile
doesn't
and stole
count.
money from a bank.
Nah, he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't do anything to deserve being turned into a question mark like this.
Oh.
Turning into
I've
a
heard about people
boomerang.
getting folded, but my god.
He looks like a frickin' stapler.
I try not to enjoy breaking his ribs. Keyword try.
It's always fun
So
to bully
what
the
we-
crane.
What we do is we make Scarecrow the villain and make him really muscular and a good fighter.
No, stop it. Wait,
No,
didn't
no,
they
no,
do that
see, it's
in Harley
really
Quinn?
smart and clever.
Wait, he was like really muscular in a certain one. I can't remember.
Yeah, Nelson, which one are you referring to?
We
They're
watched
pretty
that
cool.
movie, Egg. Batman Hush.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait,
Oh,
Scarecrow
okay.
is muscly in that one?
Oh no, it's not Scarecrow. It's Riddler. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
whatever.
fuck that. I hate
Yeah.
that so much. Oh, don't tell me
Hush
about.
movie
Don't talk
was-
to me about the Hush movie.
There is the Scare Beast, which is an alternate form of Scarecrow, but
That's
no,
a fair guess.
I messed up my dudes again.
You dudes. I love the colors of these panels, like the gray, the gray blue. You get Catwoman.
Abs.
Legs.
I just love how she's like, oh yeah, I'll make one reference to you guys. I'll go to your gimmick. There you go. It's
She
nice.
likes the Cheshire Cat.
It's nice when when villains cooperate with their gimmicks.
Some- Oh no, go ahead. I was just
I
gonna
said,
say something.
it's nice when like you can like set up a pun for someone else.
Yes, exactly. It's like they think this stuff up ahead of time. But there's certain panels, especially in like this next like 2 pages, where Selena kind of looks more like a bat than Batman does. I don't know if it's just the placement of the ears in these panels, but she kind of looks like a bat herself.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
my
the ears
opinion.
on this costume were bizarre.
Yeah, they're
Well,
like where
how do they-
Catgirl
how do they
ears should
move?
actually be.
How do they move?
She's got one of those like neural reader cat ear things.
That's where her hair is stored.
Ah.
Oh, you know what? Legitimately, maybe a good idea. Have them like in ponytails, like on either side of her head,
Yeah,
and they
like
just stuff
little
them there.
Puff puffs or whatever they're called.
Also,
Little
That's what gives them
pom-poms.
structure.
The parallel, I know places I could show you. Nice parallelism. Like, do you want to help me like fight crime? That's not what I had in
Sax.
mind.
Sax?
That's what she had
Sax?
in mind. Batman's like crime fighting though. Your loss. Nope. It was the price of independence. He won't be tied down. He has to go fight crime. Aw, look at them all tuckered out.
Gilda.
Chapter 11, penultimate chapter. Look at this cake.
Roman holiday. That's a cool looking cake. It looks like meat.
God, I want cake.
What kind of cake you
I'm
want,
very
Nelson?
hungry right now. I want
Do you want
that
Catwoman cake?
I want
Oh.
that cake.
You want the toppers too? With candles?
Yeah, give me the Catwoman topper on top of the cake, please.
It's made of
Sharon
fondant.
Nelson topped by Catwoman.
No.
I mean, maybe for your birthday, man. We'll get you a special cake. There you go.
No.
Also, this really good full page image of.
Gotta love her, gotta love her.
Tell me the truth. What's going on?
Like, she kind of low-key looks like an alien, but I also kind of love how she looks at the same time.
Aliens are
You say
nice.
she looks like an alien, but
She-
who here is cowardly enough to be put off by an alien?
It's like the 70s invasion of the body snatchers where they all just kind of seem a little bit off.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like she's a murderer or something.
Spoilers, Nelson.
she's nice. Like, I'm the attorney. I bring evidence home all the time. It's not tampering at all.
If you're still here by this point, you know how this story goes.
I kind of
Also,
wish I could get her perspective through this.
you get daytime Batman, which is like amazing. Like, yeah, that's superstitious and cowardly. Daytime though, so it doesn't work.
Yeah, you come on their territory when they think you're not gonna do it. It works, you know.
It's like when Batman
like-
was in Justice League, goes see the Flash Rogue guy at the bar.
Wally West, and they go see
That's
what's his name?
Not
Chucklefuck.
that'll work. Chuckle Frick.
That'd be a good Mark Millar supervillain name, by the way. Chucklefuck.
Oh yeah, that
Chuckle.
would be like Violator's sidekick in Spawn.
That's the Joker's porn star name. Then we got my husband coming up here. Although I have to remark on like the way that Batman catches that bat that the dude's trying to hit him with, and then immediately shoves it back into his mouth.
Oh my goodness, he just eats that.
It straight up eats it. You can see the teeth flying out.
Oof, brutal.
Yes. Why is a Batman like a rowboat? They both have a bow to take. Look at Riddler. He's just.
Ugh.
The puns, man. I don't know whether to smooch him or punch him in the face until he's dead.
You just do both, right?
Yeah, at the same
Yeah,
time.
I mean, there's two superhero adjacent people here, so we'll cover the second part. You can just go for the smooch. Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
Thank you.
When is it time when Batman finds your hideout? Time to get a new hideout. I love this guy. He's so funny.
I will say, it is
funny.
weird. Most of his riddles in this are kind of more just like set up punchline jokes.
They are. Yeah, sometimes he's got genuinely good riddles that are part of the schemes, but in this comic he's kind of just a funny man.
It's not his comic. He's like, I'm not doing the riddle. I'm not the thing behind everything. This is not my kaikaku. I'm just having a good time. I almost got died. It almost got killed. Let's just relax.
He's happy to not be in the spotlight for once.
I'm not dead. I'm happy.
At least he doesn't have cancer.
Yeah, he's scared of what he knows. Now, you saw the killer. Who was it? I'm not telling.
I do like how sheepish he looks in that panel. This
Mhm.
man has no spine.
Yeah.
I don't think he has any bones.
He's a slime.
He is much like a jellyfish.
Yeah, he looks like just like with the way that they structure his face and the kind of wrinkles that he has, he just looks like a pile of skin.
He's not been eating well. He's been stressed. Like, I know who killed them. What if he kills me? You also get like, hey, you're hiring like evil people, like that are not like normal. Hiring freaks, which is not good because they're like really interesting and awesome, and like readers want them more than us. You're kind of like upstaging ourselves.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how the crime families see themselves as above the costumed supervillains. But they're basically the same thing.
Yeah, but they can just like wear a nice suit and not have to like spend an hour getting their costume ready.
Yeah, and then you have like some kind of weird in between with Penguin where he thinks he's a just purely an upstanding crime family dude, but is actually just a costumed freak like the rest of them. But I don't know. Sometimes he kind of goes a little bit more towards crime boss.
It's
I mean,
like-
yeah, you've got a lot of those like crossover characters, like Black Mask as well is.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I love
Borderline.
Black Mask, and sometimes even Great White Shark. Although I don't think he gets used very often these days.
I mean,
No,
even here, I mean, he's called the Roman, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's got a nickname.
That's
and
such a missed opportunity. Why didn't they put Black Mask in this one? Oh, That would have been great.
They would have just sold the show. Like, you can't have two weird face guy people comic. Like, a two-face like Black Mask like crossover comic. How would that go?
I
Mhm.
feel like that's happened, but
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
remember what it
definitely
would be
happened.
called.
It has to have happened. It's like no brainer. Or no
One and a half
facer.
faces.
No facer. Yeah, happy birthday! We're gonna, get rid of the guy you hate. Yeah, so, turns out, fast-acting antacid, it's actually, acid. Goodbye, half your face, buddy.
Finally, it took way too long for this to happen. I was waiting for it the whole time.
I like how we see, like,
Yeah, it was right on the cover. We were misled.
Yo, Miss Dent, your husband's gone. He's dead? No, he escaped. He literally stabbed a surgeon in the back.
He's half the man he once was.
Or maybe twice.
This.
No.
That's a really cryptic way to talk about it, Doctor.
We took his face, half off.
He's all right.
Oh,
Yes,
Carl
he
is
left the left half of his face.
Carl is dead.
Nice, nice.
Chapter 12, Labor Day. I like the bat portrait frame.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I'd get that. Oh, the days
Yeah,
are
what
winding
Halloween
down.
store did they buy that from?
What are you? Also, time for like the best friendship.
Yes, I love. Oh my gosh, the way that he kind of like. Well, firstly, I really like the bandage look for him, but they can't encroach on Hush's territory too much, so they got to go to
Hush
Two-Face
didn't exist
eventually.
yet.
Hush doesn't matter.
True. But I kind of really enjoy the fact that like Harvey was just kind of going off doing his thing, and then he finds Grundy, and then he goes full Two-Face after that. Like the next time we see Harvey, I think, is whenever he's in full Two-Face garb, and I'm just kind of curious about what happened in the time in between. Like, did they go for a full like villain makeover sort of thing? Did they have a montage?
Good at tailoring.
Yeah, like
Grundy make you nice two-piece suit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do they have like a cute little like chick flick montage where they like were looking for new suits for him and like wigs or something like that?
Grundy think that look real good on you, honey.
Yeah, they just
It's
tried out
sufficient
like
curves.
various splits.
They burst out of sewers like for 5 seconds, made a shot, burst back in. No one is the wiser.
Yeah.
But if you want more Solomon Grundy Two-Face stuff, the special actually has them as well.
Oh, good. Oh, it's very enjoyable how he just kind of like grabs him and just like tosses him.
Yep.
Like just grabs the whole body. This man's got some meat hands.
Also, I like how only half of him is covered in the grime.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Married
He's
on
only
a...
going to get half of a flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah. It's fine. I mean, he's not like rosted under those bandages of pain, burning. It's... Oh wait, no. Yeah, married on a gray and grizzly Wednesday, ill on a mild and mellow Thursday, worse on a bright and breezy Friday, died on a gay and glorious Saturday.
They have some extra words here. Like, I've never seen those before in any context, but hey, whatever.
They're probably just being fun.
He's like, man, what if I just like make this like even better than it usually is? You like me, right? Is that what you did? Did you come back? Did you die and come back? Can a man live 2 lives? And then Batman. A double life? What's that?
I see the start of a beautiful friendship here.
Also, just look how big Batman is. He's like giant.
He's a large man with a very
So-
large presence.
Harvey Dent's holiday. How long have you known this? How long?
I don't.
Like, did
Oh, there's another Muppet panel.
I leave the oven on? Let's... Alfred will get it, probably, right? Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean, how long, Jim? Just not that long ago, you were thoroughly convinced that Bruce Wayne could have been involved in it, so I don't think you should be throwing around accusations so strongly.
But if Batman knows it, it's true. It has to be true. Versus if he knows it, it could be fake.
Yeah, sure.
I don't believe it. It
Jim.
can't be him. He made a promise with us. We have a bond. All three of us. We're all brothers. It's a bond. But what if you're wrong? What if I'm not? Touche. Can't fault that logic.
Big fan of Jim Gordon just standing in Batman's shadow. Batman's
it's so
insanely
symbolic.
long shadow.
Wow.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. Jim Gordon for Batman next.
He was.
Which one?
In the DCU, he had like the mech suit.
Oh,
Did
wait.
he really? Like the Azrael mech
Sounds
suit?
familiar.
Not the Azrael mech suit, an
Like
even
Bat
more
Knight.
mechy suit.
Like Bat Knight or something.
Huh.
It's like a GCB, like GCD on like the side of it as well. It's like he's like official sanctioned Batman.
Oh, that's cute.
Comic books are dumb.
They
Yeah.
are. They're so dumb.
Yo, where's Dent though? Why would I know?
Every time I think about how much I love comics, I remember that they killed Dick Grayson in Injustice by clonking him in the head with a bat stick and then him breaking his neck on a rock. And then I hate comics again.
Yeah, but then he became Deadman for a while,
You-
which is kind of good.
That's pretty cool.
He was Dick Man.
It's Dick Man.
Listen, you can't blame comics for what Tom Taylor does.
I mean, he had 5 years to fill up. He had to do some things.
Yeah,
Like
no, actually, what you should be doing here is not blaming comics, but instead blaming NetherRealm, because they're the ones that made there not be Nightwing in
I
Injustice.
can go off on fucking NetherRealm.
Is NetherRealm specifically responsible
Mortal
for
Kombat.
grabbing the artist's hand and making him draw freaking Dick, break his neck on a
Yes.
rock?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, NetherRealm is to blame for everything.
Could have made it even a little bit more like I could live with the fact that Dick ended up breaking his neck somehow and then he died. Like I could live with that.
They
But
need-
make it more momentous than the moment that it was. Like at least make it more dramatic.
They wanted the callback to, hey, they sparred and Damien's a little jerk and like threw it when he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't paying attention. Like, let's do that again, but during a stressful situation where there's fighting going on, and then like we get the whole like Batman carrying his dead son body out of the way, and all the villains are like, oh, this is kind of serious. Yeah, we cool.
it.
We cool. We're not being evil anymore. We are, but we're like not gonna do it. Also, Batman just like bullies this dude. Like,
Grabs his finger.
Get your finger out of my
Don't
face.
you point at me.
Don't you point at me.
Don't you point at me.
I stumbled. I fell down the stairs
Womp.
into a door.
Womp.
Also, we get more like high tech Catwoman.
Yes. Oh, I like that cute little long panel with the meow. It's so cute. I love it.
The,
She kind of looks like Spider-Man for a second.
the headphones are not on her ears.
Yeah.
She is not paying attention. Yeah, that on in the cat ears.
Oh yeah, if Catwoman wears headphones, does she wear them like this or like this?
So like, hey, why are you to do every time I go to the Roman? Like, what's up? I want the truth.
She just likes the attention.
Oh no, Batman, you're hurting her. It's gonna be like Hush again, where you drive her away because you're crazy.
She doesn't care.
You're not wrong.
The
She
crazy
wants it to
makes
hurt.
better for her, let's be honest.
It's like yarn, like a ball of yarn, and cats like balls of yarn. I have this cat shtick going on. I can't like not be a cat.
And she's still being evasive. Give us the truth, Selena!
Ever.
I don't want to read another comic to find out.
Yo, is that you, Harvey? No, it's Batman. Also, half-faced Batman. Where's your husband? How would she know, Batman?
Bruce
Well,
figured
you
that
know,
Harvey
if-
must be dead, so he is swooping in for the goth girl GF.
Turning down Selena, who is also serving up goth.
He already has one goth GF. How many
He-
more does he need?
Batman fucks Nelson, okay? He can have as many as he wants.
Damn, I know that feeling.
Sure.
Look, there's like metal grooves on your husband's workbench. Gunmetal. He did it. He had to have done it. Please find him, please. Also, more smugness.
I adore this head situation going on. It looks so stupid.
It does.
Dent. I mean, no, Dent did it. It was Dent. Yeah, it was Harvey Dent. The Gemini. The DA.
Oh, of course, Gemini, the twins. Fucking goddamn it.
Literally,
Wow.
these panels, like these whole pages with Calendar Man, like sell the comic on their own. Like I don't know, there's just something about the interactions with him and the like I don't know, the visual choices that they make with it that make it so interesting. I don't know, maybe it is because they just draw so heavily on like a Hannibal Lecter kind of thing. But can we also get Anthony Hopkins to voice Calendar Man in a serious like redo the Long Halloween movie,
Yeah, just redo it
but get
entirely.
Anthony
Fix it.
Hopkins. Do it proper.
Like, don't. Okay, so I'm. For the movie, they made a change to the storyline. They can't do Dark Victory.
You'd think they'd want to keep that open so they could have more projects in the future.
Nope. They. We'll see when we see him alive again. But like, Dent's alive, which is good. Also, just like, someone got shot.
Although Warner Bros. Is also kind of going down the shitter right now, so maybe the future of
Wait a
DC animated films is a little bit rocky.
But yeah, look, what the? This guy's alive. The guy with
What?
that guy with the glasses.
What?
Doug
Alberto?
Walker?
Wait, no, not
The
the.
Unibrow Man?
Yeah, punishment. Oh, the pumpkin
Okay.
from the star is all two-faced and disgusting.
Honestly, given that it's been a year, pretty solid survival on that pumpkin. Half
Yeah.
of it is still fine.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in the movie, he's dead for good. He gets ripped to shreds by the boat's propeller.
What? So then, who ends up being like the main killer, or other than obviously the twist?
I forgot who they made it, but I think they changed it a little bit because they're like, well, who would see the movie if they already saw the comic? We gotta change it up a little. But yeah, so now there's no chance of. I mean, they probably do Dark Victory anyways, because like Dark Victory. But it's like it can't be in continuity. Then again, like I was like, man, I want to do like a year one long Halloween movie, like a whole movie watch along of every series in order. But like it won't make sense now because like Alberto's dead in them.
Hmm.
I mean, Alberto
Yeah, that's
isn't
stupid.
that relevant to Dark Victory. You could just remove
Can you though?
that part.
What
I
about
think you can.
the whole like voices in the walls?
Just remove those scenes. Who cares? It's an adaptation. You're gonna cut scenes anyway.
Okay, but yeah, no, it's like I'm Holiday. Oops. Also, Batman was actually in the tactical gear this whole time. How did those ears fit?
He just folded them down.
They retract.
Yeah, they're like Wolverine claws. You never see it on panel, but he can't just go snook and bring the ears out.
Alberto Falcone is Holiday, the son of the. He killed them all, but he was killed during the crime. I saw the. Wait, no, the coroner said it was him. Then the coroner died. It was never Harvey all along. I mistrusted a friend. Dude, I'm gonna try to kill this dude. Nope. Can't kill him. Literally, every time he does with Joker, with anyone, no, Batman, don't kill him.
I'm kind of curious what Alberto expected to happen with this plan. Like, okay, so he kills everyone and then he comes back from the dead and takes over and everybody just accepts that?
He just
Like
want-
what?
He just wants attention.
I guess so. Like I just it
wa-
seems like a really weird way to go about it.
He wanted to be in the family business, but dad wouldn't let him. So this is him acting out.
But like why what's the I understand that like killing himself is kind of like one of those classic mystery novel things where it's like, oh, it removes them as a suspect, but it also removes the possibility of him getting what he wanted, which was his father's respect and maybe like a place in the gang, unless his father was just going to be completely okay with his son coming back from the dead and like wouldn't he have to explain that?
I don't think he wants his dad's approval. I don't think he's looking for it. I think what he's looking for is to change the game. He like if his dad won't let him into the business, then he's going to change how the business works.
Yeah, I mean the next pages go into this where he insists on being called Holiday because he he can see that the tide is changing. He knows that the days of the Falcone, the Italian shoe importers, uh, those are numbered. But the days of the people with like the
Names?
specific names and the gimmicks, they're coming into their own. So he's trying to position himself as the mobster of the named and gimmicked era.
Not to
Mm.
mention, he watches his own dad start to rely on these costume freaks, as he called them, to do his dirty work. Right?
Yeah.
And he also just
So did he just expect just to come back as Holiday purely and not as Alberto, and that he would just
Yeah.
lead that life separate of crime stuff or like gang stuff?
Well, no, because he already had his life separate from gang stuff. Because he went to like Oxford and Yale.
yeah.
Like, if he wanted to not do the crimes, he could just go be a lawyer.
I mean, but he seems to want to do the crimes because he's trying to kill all these
he wants
people
to be hardcore,
as
but his family won't
a
let him.
costume character.
Yeah,
So
this
it's-
this is a teenager's rebellious attempt to show their parents that that this is who they really are.
Also, like, we talked about, like, oh, well, how would his father react to seeing him alive again? His father is happy. He's like, I'm hugging my boy. Like, my son's alive.
Yes, but like, wouldn't he question it? It's like, why aren't you supposed to be dead? Why are you still alive after like almost a year or half a year or however long it's been?
Just
Like,
happy
wouldn't
he's
he start
alive.
asking questions? It just seems like I don't know what he entirely expected to happen whenever everything was said and done. Like, did he, even if he didn't get arrested or found out, like what?
I mean, I think part of the thing here is as well, like, you're looking, Salvatore, whatever his name is. Hang on, let's have a look at the family tree in the back. But
Right?
yeah, Carmine, that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Carmine, he has lost like everyone over the past year, so having one of them come back, you don't ask questions so much. You say,
He
"Oh,
probably
thank
would
God."
overlook it, yeah. But if anybody else found, well, because if Alberto comes back into the public eye, like like, wouldn't somebody be like, "Hey, what's up with that?"
It's comics.
I don't know. There's a lot of questions for things that they didn't probably think to go into.
Also, you know, the family faked his death because we were scared of a return hit because the killer failed. You know, he
Yeah,
wasn't the
maybe.
killer. He killed Maroni because he wanted his dad to prove. Like, the other killings were by the Maroni family. It was revenge. They frame it that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I like how, like, he's like, I don't need you. I'm my own man now.
Oh yeah, I love this panel with the Oh, I don't think you're quite there yet, but there's the one where he's like very shadowed, and you can really only see like his eyes through the glasses.
That one right there.
No, not that one.
No, yeah, that's another
It's
one.
the next one.
page.
It's very striking.
Oh yeah, do you know my birthday?
Yeah, that one.
Do you know when my birthday is?
That's one of my favorite panels. When is your birthday?
I'm not burned yet, so I have one. But yeah, he's like,
Oh,
yeah, he's like, when's my birthday? It's Valentine's Day. I was born on Valentine's Day, but you don't care. Like, you've always had your business. He's like, he's mad at Papa. Papa didn't give him a birthday.
oh yeah, take a shot every time they say Papa in this comic. Papa.
Look, I'm bigger than you. I'm bigger than organized crime. You know, family businesses, I don't need that anymore. I am now Holiday.
I am Holiday, and now you are a dead body on the electric chair. Or whatever they said he was
It's
gonna do.
fine.
He got the death penalty.
He gets out.
He's fine. No villains ever die in Gotham. They get
Well-
superpowers, if anything.
Give me electric
You see,
blue
Holiday is an original character for this one, so
Well, look,
Also, I love
Gilda. Aw.
the baby in the clown costume.
Look at the little
It's
clown
cute.
baby.
It's the
you'd
Joker.
think clown costumes would be taboo in Gotham.
Not
You would
yet.
think so.
The Joker exists. He stole that plane. You'd think at the very least Jim Gordon would say, "Do we have to dress the kid up as a fucking clown?"
Well,
They're not going to understand until years in the
Yeah,
future
he-
whenever they paralyze
he
their
doesn't
daughter.
have the oh yeah. He's just a weirdo villain guy. He's not ruining clowns to them yet.
I'm sorry, in this page, who are they trying to say is identity unknown on that first door?
The Joker.
That's the Joker?
That's the Joker,
Yeah,
That's
baby.
supposed to be the Joker.
What? Was he not the Joker baby at this point? I have such a hard
no,
time
but
figuring out where in the continuity these comics fall.
He is the Joker baby, but he's
He's an unknown Joker guy.
No,
He's a society man.
this is the asylum. They're giving them their real names: Jonathan Crane, Pamela Isley. They're not saying,
Gillian
"Oh
Day.
yeah, this is Joker."
Yeah.
They should have. They should have just put a Joker on there.
Coin
Oh, who
flip.
gave him the newspaper? That's cute.
Also, you did the coin flip. Okay, you live. Sorry, my bad.
Not even you live. You stay in jail. Bye.
My man's just been chilling in this one room the whole year. Like,
Look
leave
at
him alone.
his.
Sorry, your game got stolen. My bad. I mean, my own son. How dare he? He's going to the gas chamber. I could have stopped this whole thing. Alberto, why? And
It's chamber.
time for the good part. This is
Mwahaha.
bad. Trick or
The
treat.
Joker baby.
This image is so good. I had to use it for our like thing when I did the edit. Look at all of it.
Yeah.
The little pumpkin on the ground.
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
Even Catwoman's there.
It is interesting that Penguin's in the middle, considering he hasn't shown up.
He's literally not been in here for even one panel.
Oh yeah, if that is the
Or
Penguin.
even mentioned.
He's
You
like,
could
I
almost-
just like to be a part of things. Wah, wah, wah.
he's got like a Phantom of the Opera mask going on there. Oh no, that's his eyeglass. That's his like comical.
Yeah, it's
What?
just an
Oh.
insane monocle.
I never
monocle.
realized that. You could almost mistake him for the Mad Hatter if the Mad Hatter wasn't already in here. He doesn't look like the Penguin.
He doesn't have the ticket in his hat.
No.
Yo, what's this? What needs to be done? Split between good and evil. My city.
I'm the Joker.
Well,
I'm the Two-Face
I'm
baby.
the Two-Face. I love the way the suit looks too. He's like, yo, stripes? No stripes. The tie. The mouth looks a little terrifying, like...
The whole thing is a little terrifying.
He has to show on one side.
His head's so wide.
Listen, you need a wide head to be able to separate it cleanly and still have both be identifiable.
I guess so. Now, on your guys' opinions, I just want to know this. Do you prefer a Two-Face where, like, his evil side is just purely, like, just a different color suit? Or do you like it whenever it's kind of burnt up and, like, torn?
I think purely different color suit, because if it's burnt... It depends. If he goes, like, straight to being Two-Face, burnt up and torn works, but otherwise, you have to imagine him, like, sitting with a blowtorch or something, just torching his own suits.
I think
Imagine how
it's
crunchy
funny.
it is.
Yeah, I think it's funny the idea that he just has two suits and he cuts them down the middle and then sews them back together.
Mm-hmm.
Like he goes out of his way to reinforce the motif.
Well, I mean, like, in certain comics, like, they'll have, like, they've introduced a character before that is existing purely just for making these suits for the supervillains, and they all kind of have, like, a mutual agreement where they don't touch him because he keeps making them new outfits.
You have that for the Carpenter for their bases as well.
Yeah.
They should make a book about the guy who takes the other halves of Two-Face's suits.
Well, no. What they do is he takes two
We
suits.
got a good deal on these. Wah, wah, wah.
What he does is he sews both halves together, and then just next year he gives him the other half. So like,
No, because then he'd have some crazy color on the good side and a normal suit on the bad side.
just take it to the mirror world. Throw it to the Phantom Zone dimension.
Great, excellent. Thank you, Egg. Yes.
Yeah, there's
Arizona.
there's the solution. We'll get Mirror Master in.
Yeah,
Just through it all.
and Catwoman was there. Also, you have the more villains in a room, the weaker they are. Batman just takes out everyone with that.
I mean, too many cooks in the kitchen, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just inverse ninja.
They can't do all their gimmicks at the same time. They get on each other's shows. Also, those brass knuckles on all those teeth.
But see, look, there's teeth flying out, and yet he still
Yeah.
has a full set of teeth. He's got
like a
spares.
shark.
He's a shark.
Yeah.
Remove the most dangerous first, and then the rest.
Get the most dangerous first. And also, there's two like short guys in top hats here.
Get them both.
Oh, this is a good panel. Well, the Selena one, but also another one in the future. I'm looking ahead, sorry.
That's fine. It's fine. I'd scroll faster. The coin. It's damn it. Oh, this panel. Yep. Full page. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, it's another delicious full page.
2 shots
panel.
to the head. If
Two
you ask
shots
me.
to the head.
Down to a nicer guy.
What a wonderful ending there.
Yeah.
I mean, a
All right,
wonderful
roll
ending to that
credits.
part.
The end.
Yeah, roll credits, nothing else.
Also,
Yep,
hey,
no more.
Sophia, time for you to get the same scarring as your father.
Oh, nah, she would look badass with some good facial scars like that. Oh, it's a shame it doesn't last.
Sophia, I'll
Hey,
save
Betsy, you should
you.
read Dark Victory.
I was gonna say, I was gonna mention something about that because I was going to go on a tangent about how much I like it whenever Selena's a little bit more involved with like the crime family side of Gotham, and I was curious about how much more they go into that sort of thing in Dark Victory because they don't really talk about it a lot in this one.
You'll see if you read it. You'll see because like the Sophia stuff comes back again, and her and Sophia.
Okay.
Yeah, if you still
Okay,
leave
good.
this city, you killed one guy. It's fine. That's Gotham in general. Like most people have a record. It's cool. But, like, what about Gilda? Think about her.
Yeah. Think about your goth girl GF wife.
Think about your Goth Girl Jeff wife. Give me the gun, Harvey. Nope. Ah. Hey.
Those two panels are great.
Nice try. You should have asked it. You should have asked it to the bad face, and then give the gun from the good face. Messed up.
You should have just taken him by surprise and kicked it out of his hand.
Yo, Vernon, working again? I know someone gave you the acid. Somebody set this up. Somebody did this.
That silhouette of Harvey is, oh, that's so good. I don't know. For some reason, that feels more like Two-Face to me in Harvey Dent than literally any other thing in this comic book. There's something about that silhouette in the doorway just strikes me really nicely.
Please
I think
don't
what
kill
really
me.
helps is that, like, in the full color scenes, both of the sides of his suit are pinstriped, and like they're different colors, obviously, but the pattern's the same. Whereas this one, the evil side is a solid color, and that's
Yeah,
like more
maybe that's it.
distinct.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Because there's quite a few iterations of him where like the good side of him is a solid color and not like pinstriped. So yeah, maybe that.
They get 2 murders today. Too late. Bobby left the coin there, so he has to get a new coin now.
Or maybe he intends to kill himself.
Get to the rooftop. I killed twice tonight. It don't need to be done now. Why'd you do it? Why? I had to kill them, Bruce or Batman. I had to. No more judges to bribe. No more witnesses disappeared. Roman's dead. The long Halloween is over. Full credits. It's over, guys. Collab done.
GG.
Great, let's raid into someone.
We'll get you help. We can help you. You can need help. I'm evil now. You betrayed everything. Nope. Arrest me. And now for the twist. There were 2 holiday killers. Don't you know? There were 2 killers. What?
What? What?
What?
Yeah, he's just crazy. He likes the number 2.
What? Who?
He
You and
wasn't
Alberto?
crazy. He did a kill on the holiday, so yeah, that's what he means, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, surely.
He has to be a holiday killer now. No one else could have done it. No one else could. See? Give their love life. They're having a good time. Even Batman's like, this is why I do it. You know what? I have to believe in Batman. I can't. No one else can do it. Harvey does it. He goes evil. Jim Gordon does it. He has a rough lifetime. But Batman, I have no one that loves me. I can do this alone.
I mean, I do like the
Also-
the I believe things here.
Yes.
Calendar Man.
Another-
Holiday. I just love the way they talk.
Another symmetrical layout here.
Declared
Very fond of
insane.
this.
I just love it. They're talking to each other with holidays. You still my gimmick. They're cute.
Hey, the head tattoo appears in this one. So I guess after Harvey just left him in there, he was like, well, nothing better to do.
Oh my
Just
god, I
started
didn't notice
scrapping.
that. He hasn't had a head tattoo this whole time, has he?
No,
What
No.
head tattoo?
the holidays. I think he probably just got like stressed and like, well, I almost died. Better get a tattoo before I die.
I guess so.
Or no, you know why he did it? Because he knows holidays in front of him, so he wants to reinforce the gimmick harder. Like, you can't steal my gimmick, it's mine.
I care about the calendar more than you.
Gilda. and he never breaks out again, and he gets help, and returns to his goth GF.
Surely, surely.
Harvey, it don't need to be done. We promised, right? We'd have time together. I learned all of the skills. Turns out, it was me. Yep.
Damn. Damn.
So, you had to. You killed Alberto Falcone. I mean, he came back to life, so you didn't actually do it. But I'm crazy. Yeah, you did it for me. You did so we could have time together, have a kid. You killed all those people, right? You're the killer. You're my Apollo. You can do nothing wrong. I believe in Harvey Dent.
Fuck that.
She's dedicated.
That was.
Jeez.
I couldn't tell whenever I initially finished this whether that was a good ending or not. I feel like I don't know. I kind of like it in certain ways, but I also kind of hate it. Maybe it just
No,
I'm tired
I
of
also
twist
don't like
endings.
the ending.
I love the ending.
I like it.
I love it. She did what had to be done to get her man.
No, I like that Gilda was the killer. I like that. What I don't like is how vague it is about, like, if Harvey did any of them other than the last one.
He only did the last
And
two.
if... Well, yeah, he only did the last two, but, like, she seems pretty convinced otherwise. And she's insane, but he did be having those guns.
He did. He did be having those guns. It was very sus. I mean, it kind of feels like it was it must be really hard to juggle these kinds of things in this sort of plot, like as a writer. Like how many, especially if you're going to do like a red herring, like how do you set this up to make it look like this, but it turns out, oh, it's actually not this, but it's actually this person. And if you go back and read very closely, you can actually tell it probably was this chick. But even so, I feel like even if I go back, I still see all of the signs pointed towards Harvey and not her. Like, it doesn't seem like it came from anywhere.
Well,
I don't know.
You can tell which killings were her and which killings were Alberto.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Riddler,
some of it's
Riddler
Alberto.
was the Alberto killing. We're not killing me, like, because Alberto's like, hey, costume guys are the future, so I'm not gonna kill Riddler. Whereas she would have offed them. She would have killed Riddler in ASAP. She wouldn't care.
There was a detail back whenever they were first talking about the baby bottle topper being used as a silencer, and they had it like in a couple panels beforehand, like a couple pages beforehand. It was in Jim's house with uh Gilda over there, I think. I don't know if they're trying to make a comparison or like a
Gilda wasn't over there.
wait,
It was
she
just
was.
her. It was him and her. It was Gordon and Barbara.
Oh,
No,
damn.
there is a scene with Gilda in Jim's house where there's
Yeah,
a
eventually
very...
it's
But
much
that's
further
after
along
she
in
stopped
there.
doing
Yeah.
it.
Like, why would they make that connection? But is it just for the wink wink nudge nudge?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
like,
the
oh,
one-
they're gonna bring it up later, or is this like supposed to say one of these people are involved?
Well, there
Like,
is.
what?
So there's that one panel on the countertops.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find it. I can't find
I
it
think
though.
it was a purposeful red herring.
Yeah.
When you hear about a baby nipple silencer, you're like, oh wait, maybe it's the baby nipple from Gordon's place. Maybe
Maybe it was Barbara all along.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the baby.
It was the baby.
No, he doesn't start killing
that's
till later.
literally how the Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did
You're
it.
right. This should have just gone for the Simpsons ending.
Does nobody remember that episode?
I've never
I
watched
do.
The Simpsons.
Who shot Mr. Burns?
Betsy, what the...
Yeah, Who Shot Mr. Burns? Parts 1 and 2. There's a great story about that. How there were a bunch of offices that had pools, betting pools to see who the killer was, and if you won it, there was a lot of money on the thing. Well, one guy got the very he just handed somebody some money and said, just give me whatever name is left. And he unfortunately got Maggie Simpson, the baby. And when he found out, he's like, oh, God damn it. I put like $200 into this. And then it turns out Maggie Simpson was the one who shot Mr. Burns.
Got all the money.
Good for him.
The only two-parter. Oh, heavens, Betsy, hydrate. Thank you. Everyone else hydrate.
Oh yeah, good idea. Speaking of people on this stream doing things,
Let's give our closing thoughts about this comic and hey, Valence Voyager, welcome to the Egg Card. I hope you enjoy your stay.
Nice.
Hello,
yeah, it's been pretty
hello.
comfy.
That's a good card. So yeah, if you liked this one, Dark Victory next. You gotta be Dark Victory. And then
I may have to just read it.
also the
I guess so.
the special you can read whenever. It's not like it can be like after Dark Victory or before. It's basically just a story of like Gilda and Calendar Man. Actually,
Yeah.
Calendar Man's in it too. Calendar Man, Batman. It's a good one. So yeah, this was a good comic. It's like solid mystery noirness. Batman's really good in it. He Batman's a lot. He does a full Batman.
I love Batman stories where he actually gets to be like a proper detective. Or I like it whenever they go back to their more film noir sort of like crime novels sort of beginnings. Like I don't know, I think Batman works best in this element. I mean, of course I love a good like ridiculous supervillain plot, but I don't know, there's just something really special about these sorts of storylines where Batman gets to really play with the humanity of everybody and like actual like crime solving uh sorts of tropes and whatnot.
I think one of the best things about this comic, along those same lines, is that Batman doesn't actually figure out who anyone is. Like,
No.
he
Yeah.
doesn't succeed. He
No.
fails. And that failure rides with him for a very long time. I've read Dark Victory. I haven't read, Catwoman's Euro Vacation, but
You should.
I will now. But it's one of the rare times where Batman doesn't win. He fails. He loses.
He loses his friend. He loses some faith in like the system a little. Just he doesn't win at all though. He doesn't get like the killers really.
No, because
Gilda
it's
goes
very
free.
vague. Yeah, the one that started it goes free, and who's to say if what's his name? That's one thing about Alberto doing it. Whose body was it?
That's what
Because
I'm
they found a
saying. The
corpse.
seagulls were picking at him. What was it? Did they say it was the seagulls that were already eating his
Yeah,
body?
I mean,
Like, who'd they get
So-
for that? Obviously, somebody confirmed it as Alberto. So was it really his body that was?
It doesn't matter.
It's because his glasses were by the body.
Oh, so they weren't sure.
Interesting tidbit that I learned the other day. If you die and there are birds around you, the birds will eat your face first. And the reason is
All the
because
good
it's the
soft
most
parts.
soft. Yeah, it's the
Mhm.
most soft, tender parts of your body.
Yeah.
They want your
Oh.
eyeballs. They
And
want your tongue.
They will eat your eyeballs first, and then they will eat the rest of your face because it's near the
Yummy.
eyeballs.
And the only person who could have known that wasn't actually Alberto was the coroner. So who got killed? Him.
Yeah.
Before he could talk.
oh
True.
yeah.
I'm curious about why he so quickly just passed it off as yeah, that's Alberto. Was he bought off? Did I miss that plot point?
I think because it was
Uh,
so unrecognizable, they couldn't tell who it was. It's like, well, he has his artifact. He has basically the stuff he was wearing that night.
Yeah,
They-
and I think also, I guess there is the later point about the fact that the dad doesn't know shit about Alberto. Like, he doesn't know his birthday, so he probably just saw like a scrawny nerd and said, "Oh yeah, that looks like a failure."
Yeah, that's my son.
he has those weird glasses. it's him.
They just cared that little about him, I guess. That's sad.
They shipped him off to college. It's like, you know what, you're not good enough for the family business. You're too weak.
Go back for your doctorate this time.
So I think overall, I'd rate. Okay, so if we're part of the storyline, it goes year one, then this, then like Dark Victory. I think of the three of that like trilogy, this was middle something. Like year one's really good, Dark Victory's really good. This one's great though. I won't say it's as good as the other two, but it still is a good read.
Yeah, it's a really easy read too.
Easy.
Like it's so easy for some of these comics, especially these ones that want to go into more of like the more intellectual, darker storylines. It's so easy for them to become too wordy and like so convoluted and whatnot, but this one manages to stay relatively simple and you can get through the panels really easily. Like it it didn't really take me that long to read,
Oh,
and this is my first time reading the whole thing. Like it goes down really easily for what kind of subject matter
digestible.
it is. Yeah. I
I'm
mean, the characters are fun in spite of the tone. Like I love the Catwoman Batman stuff, and it's cute and whatnot. And you've got the little individual relationships between the different mob people that show up frequently, and Jim Gordon and Harvey. Like it's fun to see them interacting with each other.
if I was gonna like recommend a new person to comics to read comics, this like trilogy is always an easy one to say. Hey, you know Batman from movies? Here's some early Batman stuff. Enjoy. Early in career Batman, not early action like Detective Comics 27 Batman. Nah, I wouldn't
Oh, no,
recommend that.
this is what comics look like in 1938.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd recommend the first issue of Batman to most. Like, hey, like read this story. He's totally Batman. No murders at all.
Yeah, no, yeah, this is a really solid one to get started with. I actually, do you guys remember the first comic that you ever read, or it could be Batman specific or not, but what the first comic, it could be a series or an individual issue that got you like super into comics, like the thing that made you think, "Oh, I should go find some more of these."
The first comic that I read probably like one-off stuff like before, but when I first started actually getting into comics fully, it was during the Forever Evil event in New 52.
Oh, okay. So you hopped on New 52. I think I
It,
got on like either right as New 52 was starting or like right before, I think.
and reading the old stuff before New 52 makes me realize, wait, this was a mistake. Flashpoint shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
I liked all the stuff.
No,
I'm reading.
Flashpoint was fine. It was meant to be House of M.
Yeah.
It was meant to be House of M. A House of M is acceptable.
What do we have, a cow in here?
I was reading the Booster Gold like the Booster Gold run after 52 that just ends suddenly because of the Flashpoint. I'm like, oh, I wanted more of
Yeah,
this. This is kind of fun.
everything running in 2011 has the most depressing ending possible.
Like the worst thing is like Flashpoint is stuff Booster Gold solved in a series daily. Like there was like 50 different like not 50 like 5 other like alt timelines, like one where like Trigon wins, or like one where like uh Deathstroke wins or something. Like basically a lot of evil timelines where like he tried to go back and stop like Barbara getting crippled and all that such. Like he like Booster Gold like time travels to fix the timeline over and over. He fixed the timeline like 5 times there. He made Sinestro evil in one timeline because like basically Sinestro like was good for a timeline and that screwed everything up. So he's like, you know, you're evil, buddy. So like he solved the flashpoints before, but that one because the company had mandate. So I'm ranting about how I hate Flashpoint. Sorry.
Anyway, how about the rest of you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been like, reading what is it? Shit, what is it that Scott McCall calls it? Well, I've been reading comics for a while, but the one that really got me into Batman is a nightmare. I did everything in reverse. I read Batman R.I.P. first, and I was like, okay, well, this is a solvable riddle. I can make sense of what's going on here. I just need to read 500 other things.
Oh no.
Oh,
So let's get to it.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that always the most difficult part, is like figuring out where to start? You kind of just have to choose some point to jump in.
Yeah, no,
something?
Batman R.I.P. happened to be in the library, and I was like, oh, this is really good, even if I don't understand most of the things it's talking about. But I
Like,
would
oh,
like
it's
to
cool enough.
understand them, because this is good.
Yeah, exactly. How about you, Nelson?
The first comic I ever read was from the Iron Man Armor Wars series.
You Iron Man.
Mm-hmm. It was a I can't even. It was just a one issue that my dad kept in the bathroom because for him some comics were bathroom sort of material, and it was just the story of a giant mech robot and a whole bunch of not Tony Starks in Iron Man armors trying to take it down, and they got the shit beaten out of them, and that was really cool.
Nelson, have you ever thought to design your own like Iron Man armor theme, like how would the
I
colors
have.
be?
There's a whole Crisis on Infinite Nelsons thing that I'm attempting to do. So we'll see.
Nice.
That's wonderful. Crisis on Infinite Nelsons.
It's gonna be real expensive to have that many outfits.
Oh, absolutely.
I already have Rubber Hose Nelson from the
Nice.
1950s. So I have Rubber Hose Nelson, I have Standard Comic Nelson, and now I have Live 2D Nelson.
Oh, you've got
Uh,
Evil Nelson.
I don't have an Evil Nelson.
Yeah, you do.
Who's Evil Nelson?
Haven't you brought Evil Nelson out for
I think
indie
Oh
I think you're doing
streams?
a
yeah,
little bit.
so that was a
Auntie
weird thing.
Nelson?
We tried making that a thing. It didn't work out. I decided to drop the gimmick for it. It's still there. Like I still have the thing, and it looks really good. It's just I can't figure out where it sits in all of this.
You can just have one panel where he's just killed
Separate
Yeah, okay,
continuity.
that'll-
unceremoniously.
Yeah. Like DC crossover events. Oh, here's this beloved character. Just fucking kill him. He's out.
Like,
Beloved character. I think it might be more of a if you said Bleeding Gums Murphy and this other guy, then you're wrong because they weren't popular.
it could be like, Firestorm, just have him blow up again.
Yeah, just
We
just
brought
treat him
the
like Captain
Watchmen
Atom.
back.
He shows up,
Adam.
he explodes.
So as part of that, I'm hoping that the next version that comes out is grim, derpy, broody Nelson
Oh, nice.
from the late '80s, early '90s reboot.
Oh,
Jeez
hell yeah.
Louise.
What was some Gene West?
Something like that.
The eye patch.
Oh, actually, Nelson, have you read The Wrong Earth by Tom Peyo?
Oh my
No,
goodness, that's
send it to
amazing.
me.
Okay, Valence, do you want to do the spiel about why it's so good?
No, you don't need to
okay.
sell me on it. You just need to give it to me.
Okay, sure, we'll give it to you. But for anyone listening who wants to know, Wrong Earth is basically Batman 66 and Dark Knight Returns Batman swapping worlds.
Adam West
But
Batman.
they're called Dragonfly Man. Yeah, Adam West.
Adam
Batman
West
66.
Batman meets Nolan Batman.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller Batman. I was trying to go movie wise, like closest, but yeah. Edgy Batman meets
Everyone knows Frank Miller. It's fine.
Yeah, Miller. Well, yes, everyone. It's been a blast to be Comic Club. Meet again next month. And Betsy, if you ever see we're doing a comic you want to pop in and join for, feel free to.
Sure, of course. Let me know if you end up doing any more Batman ones. I
Of
may
course.
or may not be able to confirm for it, but I am always down to talk about more Batman.
Nice. Did we have an idea we're doing next month? Like, I know, Valence, you had something kind of right.
We've got some tentative plans, but we'll see.
Okay. We'll announce them when they come, because I'm going to try to make sure I get them out, like, so people can, like, read ahead. Get the comic, read. Because, sometimes it's a little rough, like, doing, like, hey, people, like, here's what we're doing this week. Enjoy trying to find the comic and read it. Join the stream. Okay, so let's go find someone to raid. Betsy.
Heck yeah.
Betsy, do you have anyone to suggest?
Wow, there's surprisingly not that many people streaming yet. People usually stream like 10 minutes from now,
No.
starting.
Do we want to kill 10 minutes?
Want to kill 10 minutes?
No, I need to go get some dinner before I gotta do my own
Oh,
stream.
okay,
I
valid.
need dinner, too.
Oh, your times are in CST. I thought, we could just raid you in 10 minutes.
Yeah, no. I mean, I stream at 8 o'clock, or that's in an hour.
CST. Have a
Who
good dinner.
in the heck? I have no clue. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't have any suggestions for anybody to read.
Anyone doing anything Batman? Like, if I search Batman, I don't know.
Oh, I do have a friend actually that's streaming Batman Arkham City right now.
That's perfect.
I'll spell out their name in chat because it's got like an underscore in it.
Thank
There
you,
we go.
Valence.
Also, we got
That's
kicked
alright.
out of the comic book shop. That's why the background changed. They saw
No.
they were saw us freeloading for too long. I was like, okay, I'll leave.
Well,
for
they
a
had the
moment."
no girls allowed sign up, so
Yeah, sorry. We had to. I said, okay, we had Betsy come. Like, okay, no, we can't. Sorry.
All right, there we go.
Oh. Ain't dem. Oh, I see what that underscore is. That's. No ordering. Thank you, Xrock. Let's go raid these guys and
Heck yeah. Whoop whoop.
long hallow egg raid.
Long hello egg.
Eggine. Yeah, thank you for joining me, everyone. And do you have anything else you want to talk about before we go? Valence and Nelson?
I have a charity stream coming up at the end of, well, for the last few days of this month.
Oh yeah.
So for 13 days, we're going to be watching multiple public domain horror movies every single night.
Ooh.
There is a Discord you can join. Let me go get the link for that.
And Valence?
I don't really have anything to chill. I'm back to streaming again, so that's
That's
something.
something to chill. Yep.
I'll just do the collab command. That's fine. Go
Thank you.
watch me. I stream comic games on Wednesdays and other games on other days.
And there you go. There's a link to the information about the charity event and how you can help.
Thank you, everyone. And, as I would say, that's all, yolks. Have a good rest of your weekend.
See you,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.